breathe. Let me know that I'm alive. I've been up all night. I should be asleep, but there was so much on my mind. See, I wanna fly away, just be somewhere in the sky. But here I am in these four walls, and I just begin to cry. 'Cause I feel like a kid having a bad dream. Please protect me from the bad things. It's monsters under my bed, and they keep messing with my head. And I swear I hate them, but I made them. And I swear I hate them. I'm dealing with all the problems no one can see under the sun. So when night falls, I'm facing everything I'm always hiding from. And when I'm alone, my thoughts, they start to scare me. My head is filled with insecurities and doubts and worries and all the sins I carry. Because I feel like a kid having a bad dream. Would you please protect me from the bad things? Oh, it's monsters under my bed, and they keep messing with my head. And I swear I hate them, but I made them. No, I swear I hate them, but you're not good enough, and there's no man in me. You yearn for someone to show you love, just to flatter your vanity. You can't keep a good thing, that's why everyone tends to leave. Oh, these are the words. See, I'm fighting off insanity. And I swear I hate them. Oh, but I made them. Oh, I swear.
For the team, took a bullet for the dream that we would one day all be free, free from prejudice, free from sexism, free from bigotry. I die for creativity, I die for freedom to be free. I died and left a legacy. Oh, but baby, I'm still live. Your destiny will manifest. Yes, Bubs in the city.
What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? Cut my shit down real quick. Hold on. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling all right? Y'all feeling okay? Hope everybody is doing well. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying this new little setup. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna get to y'all in a minute. Shout out to y'all being in the building. We got 6 people in the building. The fact that a nigga gotta come through and be motherfucking visual and shit, damn. Just for y'all to come see about a nigga? Wow. But anyway, y'all, we gonna get into this conversation. I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute. No shade. No shade. But now we about to be here. Give me 1 second, y'all. My bad. My bad. Hold on. All right, we are here. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Boom. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hope everybody doing all right, doing okay. I am the black gay Libby bitch from Jimmy Neutron with these free-form ass locks, girl, that I'm trying to still figure out what's going on. What's going on? Hope y'all ready to get into the conversation. What's going on? Let me see who's in the building. What's up? We got King Rico Sleaze in the motherfucking building. Let me just do this because this is better. Rico Sleaze in the building. Okay, we got Aries. What's going on, Aries? Hello. We got Queen Stevie in the building. Can y'all hear me good? Is the audio okay? Are we good? Are we T? Are we T? Are we good? Okay, I'm going to act like we good. Y'all, I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute. I've kind of been in my... Hold on, y'all. My activist bag for a minute. Really been trying to really focus on myself. Really been like on my introvert shit. Because the way that this world finna change in the next 4 years, baby. We about to see how motherfuckers are made and what they made of. We doing a lot of this, but now it's time to actually walk that bitch on out. You feel me? So that's where we at right now. That's where I am right now. I feel like we all should be right there right now. And the only way we're going to get to that point is if we start having real ass conversations that are transformative, which means there's going to be passion, there's going to be disagreements, but the love for humanity has to be the main thing that's important in this. Okay? So even though we've been giving heterosexual people the smoke because some of them deserve it, no shade, we also have to be accountable for ourselves. Okay? So I'm gonna have to knock on the queer community's asshole for a minute. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I know y'all in here doing this shit, and I get it. And we're gonna break that down tonight. But yeah, it's time for y'all to listen too. Because the way that I kind of want to dig off into this conversation, a lot of people are not going to be prepared for it because you're going to have to be accountable for yourself and deal with some things that you don't want to deal with, that you've been running away from, that you've been trying to distract yourself from. When the time is to pay attention inwardly now and to fix your shit. And it is possible. And you can find your way and your route to that. It can happen, but are you willing to put that energy in? Are you willing? Who else in here? Good, y'all can hear me great. Okay, now before we get into this live, let me go ahead and do what I need to do because we being smart. 1 second. Boom. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All okay? All the videos, songs, images, and graphics used in this live belong to their respective owners, and BubzDaGawd does not claim any right over any of them, because like I keep telling y'all, if y'all sue me, y'all would just be practicing at this moment in time, okay? No shade. But the content that we're going to use today is again from DyQuell Dontae. DyQuell, shout out to him. He's really been doing his big one, and it makes my heart like flutter when I see black men, especially black queer men, and especially younger black queer men, choosing to heal from things. Yes, unfortunately, in this world with humanity, people have to go through their own shit to learn something. But there are some people who are working smarter and not harder and are saying, okay, let me learn from this so that if this happens, I can avoid this outcome. So shout out for him breaking these videos down, taking time out of his life that he can't get back, okay, to create these conversations. What I'm going to do in my transformative way is to expound, to give context and nuance to that. Now, I'm going to do the best I can, and I've been saying it this whole month. I'm going to do the best I can to be able to provide to y'all information that is more digestible, because I'm so excited about information that I just kind of happen to just share it, and not everybody is able to, you know, retain that. So with that being said, going forward, I'm going to do some work on my end to kind of break some of these lives down into smaller parts. But y'all gotta still do y'all part. I'm not doing every motherfucking thing. And if I am going to do every motherfucking thing, y'all can hit that Cash App at the bottom of the screen. Because again, this is time that I don't get back either. But I also realize that the universe is going to bless me because my gifts and my talents will make room for me. But now a nigga know his worth. And I'm learning not to be uncomfortable or to feel ashamed or feel bad about standing in what it is that I know that I deserve. So if y'all don't want to hit the Cash App, and I get it, everybody going through some shit, baby, but we breaking shit down that may help change your life. So all I'm saying is you can at least leave a little something. You feel me? But if that's not the case, you can at least like the video, you can at least subscribe, or y'all can just go ahead and just do y'all research too, so that this can be more of a conversation as well. Because I know that I can talk, and I'm gonna get paid for that shit, baby. When it's time for me to talk, baby, y'all gonna get y'all money's worth and then some. Y'all gonna be like, damn, you feel like you gave us extra shit. Hell yeah. I don't need all the money. I just want my own part of it. You feel me? This is not grifting. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to y'all and tell y'all what y'all want to hear. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, the objective truth. I don't know everything, but because I'm walking in my own shit, I'm learning my own truth. And because of that, I can show up in the world a lot better. Because the shit we about to talk about right now, all of that stuff is created because of brokenness. For the heterosexual people that are in the motherfucking bushes, bitch, as if though we can't see some of y'all big elephant asses sticking out the bushes. Girl, I shouldn't have said that because it's going to throw me off, girl, into another round. Let's just get into it, y'all. We gonna break it all the way down. I'm just giving y'all a little. Y'all know how BubzDaGawd get. Shit. Damn. Anyway, let's get into the live again. Shout out to DyQuell. This is about gay people, gay men, friendships, and want to fuck your friends. We gonna break all that down. Now I got to my point before we get into it. Heterosexual people, that's where I was trying to go. Because of y'all fear and y'all ignorances towards the queer community, it can also damage the psychology or the psyche of queer people when it comes down to connecting themselves to this world. Meaning, some of us have to learn to deal with social anxiety and social disorders because of how we were treated when we were, guess what, children, by our heterosexual peers. So now what we've done is created our own version of heterosexuality or heterosupremacy, if you will, and created our own laws to where we govern ourselves in that way. But the gag is, in the queer community, there's so much context and spectrum and nuance and a spectrum that even queer people who are gay, who are lesbian, bisexual, trans, whatever the case may be within that community, are still ignorant about the queer community. We're still learning about ourselves. Especially when you have the opportunity to walk in your truth, you learn new shit. And the problem is, y'all don't want to learn new shit either. And because y'all don't want to learn new shit, it forces a lot of other queer people to not want to learn new shit. Or basically just do a Temu version of y'all shit. Anyway, we're going to get into it. Shout out to DyQuell. Shout out to SaySoTV, because we also going to use one of his clips in it as well. Again, all of the links for everything that's in this live is in the description box below. Let's get into the conversation.
Friends are straight men. I don't really hang out with gay people. Don't cancel me. I feel like gay people do too much.
The reason it's hard to make and keep friends within the gay community is because the approach to friendship is coming from two different extremes. One of the extremes comes from sexual encounters and hookups. The other extreme comes from drama, conflict, and competition. Rarely do these friendships begin in the platonic neutral point and stay there before teetering off into either one of those extremes. Why is that? Well, aside from the heteronormative narrative dehumanizing the LGBTQIA lifestyle, there's a lot of misinformation and a lack of awareness around harnessing sexual energy and sexual expression, and no clear and sober sense of self-awareness. And therefore, the friendships look like trauma bonds, but you can heal the role that you play in these trauma bonds. And with enough awareness, responsibility, and commitment, you can show up in not only gay friendships from a healed place, but you can show up from a healed place with every connection that you make thereafter.
Woo! That's the conversation that y'all not ready for. That's the conversation that's going to make a lot of us uncomfortable, because we're going to have to let go of certain patterns that we have learned to cope with our existence, as opposed to finding a healthy, organic way to show up in this world. And even though we're about to get into how this whole shit is happening within the community, how's a bunch of fine ass, attractive ass, big booty, big dicks, small waist, abs, motherfucking pecs, fucking biceps, everything, lower lumbar, back, fucking perfect hairlines, beards, perfect skin, pink lips, all this type of shit, all this other type of physical stuff, and it's still not enough. It's still not enough. Yes, you can pull niggas, but you can't keep them. And this is something that's been going on for a while, because we're going to get into a few of the comments underneath the video as well. And for those of you that are willing to rock with me on this live, because I don't know what's going to happen during this live. I don't know what I'm going to be led to say in this live. But for those of you that are willing to rock with me and have found a way to rock with me by playing me in the background, because my commentary is background commentary, because I'm trying to speak to your psyche, your consciousness, the part that's crying out for help. For those of you that rock with me during this, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna learn something. And if I can share information that can help people's lives to become organically better, that's the real goal. But let's get into it again. Shout out to DyQuell.
Hoes.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy DyQuell Dontae, and I'm back at it again with another video. As you guys can see by the title, why is it so hard for us gay people to make friends? And I'm really talking about why is it so hard for us gay men to make other gay friends. I know y'all see a tweet that go viral here and there of a gay boy complaining about as to why they don't have gay friends and stuff like that. It's a plethora of reasons as to why. And you may look on social media and be like, well, damn, why everybody complaining about it? Because every time I'm on social media, I always see gays with other gays. So, like, what's the whole problem? The reason why I wanted to talk about it is because I was once that gay that just never had, like, gay friends. I always had women as my friends or whatever. So, I figured why not bring this conversation up. If you are new here, hey, my name is DyQuell Dontae. I love to come on here and have different conversations with you guys. I really enjoy telling my stories, so I do story times here and there, and I also do reaction videos. So if you happen to just skim through my content, you like what you see, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, show us some support.
Sorry,
I really appreciate that. What really made me want to talk about this subject was, it's a guy named T-Yor on Twitter, but he had tweeted the other day, he was like, why is it so hard for gay people to make friends? And people like that were like quoting everything, y'all, they had some really great points. I think it's because a lot of gay people prioritize access to romance and sex in adult relationships, since it was deprived during childhood. Plus, a lot of gay kids spend their childhood avoiding queer people, media, subjects, etc., growing up to alleviate suspicion. So it's unsurprising they struggle to maintain platonic queer relationships in adulthood.
Ooh. That right there, y'all, I had to light up. I'm sorry. Yo, it's BubzDaGawd. Sorry. That was broken down so eloquently. That's why I was going in the way that I've been going in when it comes down to queer advocacy, because again, when you are deprived of things that heterosexual people are able to experience, excuse me, since their inception, everything already planned for them, organized for them. As soon as they come into this world, you're a boy, okay, you wear blue, you play with G.I. Joes, you play basketball, you have this path set for you. If you're a girl, you wear pink, you wear dresses, you play with Barbies. You're going to have this path set for you. But there's no path set for queer people to figure out who they are. And because y'all so motherfucking scared that, oh, my child might be gay. And yes, some of y'all will have gay children. Sorry. Welcome to being a parent. It's not easy. But you made that choice. Because we're talking about choices. You have all that shit happening to you as a child, not having any healthy outlet or information that supports you, that makes you be like, wow, I can resonate with that. Then you wonder why when they become adults and they're free to do whatever the fuck they want to do, they start doing all this freaky deaky shit. And yes, even doing freaky deaky shit with some of you straight niggas too. We gonna get into that. But I like how he broke that down, because I feel like that is a root issue, and I wish we as queer people could have more of those conversations. But the gag is, it seems like the only time that the gays will listen, and maybe we've been conditioned this way because we're over-sexualized just like all of Americans. We'll watch it and listen to it if it's an attractive motherfucker or somebody we find attractive. And then a lot of times completely miss the point because we be so into the lust aspect of it, which means that I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I don't give a fuck what you look like. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. Is we fucking or not?
And I have a lot to say about that. Like, I remember growing up, y'all, and y'all know back in like 2015, Empire had just came out. And y'all know Jamal, which was the gay character. Sometimes he would have gay scenes. Me and my family will all come together and watch it. And I would always feel uncomfortable when I would see a gay scene of Jamal on Empire or whatever. And I used to always feel like everybody was looking at me because, like, at that time, everybody was already kind of suspecting that I was gay. But I don't know. Like, he literally made a great point when he was just basically bringing up the fact how us, like, some queer people avoiding, like, you know, gay media and stuff like that, because it was like, growing up as a kid, it wasn't really enough of like gay media out there. And the gay media that was out there, I know I don't speak for myself, but I was hiding from that shit. And then when I would watch it, I would have to sneak and watch it. Like, I had no business watching Noah's Ark at the age of damn 10. Like,
I'm glad he said Noah's Ark, because for me, when I was, because again, I graduated high school in 2009. I'm 33. So at that time when I was in high school, I, again, like him, didn't see positive queer representation. I grew up with shit like In Living Color, when they did Men's on Films, girl. Men on Films, bitch. Ooh, girl. Grease my cockpit because I'm ready for a landing. We was used to queer people being laughed at, and then I grew up being bullied for being a feminine boy growing up. So when I saw for the first time on BETJ Noah's Ark, I felt guilty at first for watching it, because it's like, oh wow, I'm not used to seeing this. And that guilt came into play because I'm so used to being conditioned that this is wrong, that here you have a story of these people who are going through life and it's gay. Yeah, in season 2, girl, they had a queer bashing moment. But it was like, besides that, it was about real friendship. They explored sex in a healthy way. Even dealing with promiscuity and shit and just life hitting them, they found healthy ways to come back together in a beautiful way. To the point that we all, as queer black men who've seen that show, can probably motherfucking know the word by word the theme song. But after I dealt with that guilt and I watched all of it, it was like, wow. There is an alternative reality that is real and that is true, despite what these other people have said or what's been told to me the majority of my motherfucking life. Let me look at some of y'all comments. Why Aries say I look like a Naruto character? Naruto character. Naruto. Girl, the hood version. We got Queen Spicy in the building. What's going on? We got boy Crazy in the building. Queen Stevie said that's in some cases. It's not everybody in our community. We're not a monolith. We are not all doing the same thing. Exactly. But that's the thing. When you're not doing the same thing that they're doing, they're afraid of it. And we even do that in the queer community. That's why even in the queer community, there are these standards that people try to adhere to. Because I'm talking about, we can get deep off into this shit, y'all. Femphobia in the queer community. I don't want no femmes. I don't want this. I don't want that. And again, preference is preference. But when you demonize people for being something that you're not preferred, that's the fucked up part. And that happens a lot in the queer community. But that happens because a lot of us in the queer community have not healed. We don't know how to. And we just like heterosexual people and just like humanity, we're simply just trying to cope with the shit that's going on. And whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's sex, having those in moderation or having an aware version of that can actually help you if you allow it to be. But when you let it to consume you or to distract you from your reality, that's when you start to manifest other shit into your life that will fuck you up. Desirability, and not only just that, but there is colorism within our community, and I have been stating that. I have been saying that, and we know that colorism is what the byproduct of white supremacy, or it is the byproduct of white supremacy. I'll take it back. Yep, come on, Queen Stevie. No fats, no films. Social construction. Aries said, me too. I had to watch lots of things under my covers. See, we share our experiences and people say we don't give a fuck. We don't care. We don't care. But y'all only care when it benefits y'all, whether it's entertainment, whether it's money. And as we're going to see in 2025, how y'all be fucking. Because at this motherfucking point, like I said, if the gays got to go to hell, bitch, all the gays are going to hell. Even you down low ones, you motherfucking curious ass ones, we're all going to go. If we're going to walk in our truth, we'll see you there. We keep telling y'all that. This is going to be the era of I told you so. That's why you got to heal. Because we all going to be hit with I told you so's, online and offline. And we have to sit in that shit. But if we sit in that shit as much as it motherfucking hurts, bitch, as much as it does, guess what? The answer that you've been looking for is going to be in there somewhere. That's why you got to pay attention to yourself. And we pay attention to ourselves sometimes in the wrong ways. We're going to get more into it because, baby, we're going to talk about hypersexuality and friends and how gay people want to hang around other attractive ass gay people and stuff like that. And then when the realities come out, when you have individuals like, I'm about to say Jacob Kahanor, girl, rest in peace. No shade. What's his name? Nico Aesthetics. When he gives the tea on what's actually going on in these spaces, now people want to get mad and upset and control the narrative. No, control your own narrative before your shit get out. or how a wise mystic said, which is true, expose yourself before you get exposed, bitch. Tell your tea and tell your truth before your truth come out. Because when you tell your truth first, tell your truth first. What? I be taking words and putting them together, girl. My brain be working so fast, my mouth be trying to catch up, girl. I'm upgrading, okay? But, basically walk in your truth, because your truth will be used against you. And if you can walk in your truth first, if you can walk in your truth first, okay, guess what? You control the narrative and people can't really hurt you. They really can't. And that's what pisses people off. Because we live in a world now, society now, where it's more about controlling others as opposed to controlling your motherfucking self. We gonna get deep off into it, bitch. I know some of y'all are probably having niggas that was tops that came through and just beat your shit in and rush all that dick up inside y'all, and y'all had to learn to build pain, trauma bonds, and shit like that, and offer up y'all booty holes as sacrifices, girl, for love. But when you finally meet you a nigga, girl, who came to planet Earth and compromised his height to upgrade his love game, girl, when you finally get you a nigga, girl, that fucks your mind first, then also gives your emotions some foreplay, bitch, so that when the dick comes into the equation, girl, you understand why doves cry, bitch. You understand the some of the mysteries of the universe, bitch. Okay? Some of y'all will probably release so much damn energy, pent up energy in y'all, that y'all would feel like a brand new person being born again. Because even when you have sex, you can use sex in a beautiful, healthy way as well, a transformative way as well, an affirming way as well. So if you like getting long strokes and having a nigga be all up in your face and talking you through this shit, you doing okay. You all right. It's there you go. If you want to be guided on this journey that transforms your life, I ain't talking about digmatized to where I got this dumb bitch, I'm about to expose this bitch, I'm about to extort this bitch, I'm about to get all this bitch money, I'm about to get all this bitch, I'm about to get PS5s and fucking Jordans and shit, I'm about to get ounces of weed from this bitch. No, I'm talking about somebody who loves you for who you are, and that even when you are broken, baby, they will make love to your ass. Not just fuck you, but make love to you. Make love that also produces an overflow that will heal you. Y'all not ready, but I am, damn it. I had to say that, girl. Y'all ain't gotta be ready, because y'all responsible for your own lives. I, on the other hand, am responsible for mine. And all I'm gonna say is educate yourselves. Please. See what's going on. We got people in the chat. Hold on. What's up, Steph? Lord, I'm gonna fuck names up. Okay, this is me, y'all. I'm BubzDaGawd. I'm quirky, I'm weird, but damn it, I'm blessed. And I'm gonna get my shit. But I'm gonna say, Steven, what's going on? Hope I said it right, because I'm high. Harold said, what's going on, y'all? Harold, what's up? We got YB in the buildings. Seems like I am high. YB in the building. See, Andrew Caldwell. See, I've been talking bad about the ex-gay people or getting them together, so they sending this motherfucker over here, girl, to fuck with my tongue, girl. So let's give her a little bit of acknowledgement on tonight. Hold on. Girl, I look like a gay Naruto. I can't even talk. Gay Naruto version of Libby from James. I'm gonna say James Neutron, girl. I need to put something on. Andrew want his shit. Hold on. Come on, Andrew. Come get your shit, bitch. Damn, you fucking with me.
And that's one thing. And
you wanted it.
Okay.
And you got it.
You what?
You wanted it.
And you what?
And you got it.
Hell no. In no way. Ain't never been a representative for me, so speak for you, my brother.
Honey, I represent all the men here. Anyway. That vibe would never leave you, nor forsake you.
So that vibe
would never leave you, nor forsake you.
So that vibe,
that vibe would never leave you, nor forsake you.
So that vibe,
Bienvenido,
Shaya. Oh, Mashanya. Oh, I feel a Shakani up in here. Bashandaba. Oh, I feel a Shakani up in here. Oh, Adalobo Kosha. The Koshata. To be Atuda the Masika to ho. Hey, Atuba, Itelebekiska to ho. Atididi me. Atididi me. Hatada Mansia. I pretty hebeke. Oba Bibiansa. Adoboko Shandi Diosi Katabahaya. Shatakomansia. Atuma, Itelemens.
We serving one purpose. That's a nut. That bastard ain't number 3.5, 4 motherfucking seconds. A nut ain't shit. Think about it. You bust your ass off for a 4.5 second nut. You gotta be a sick motherfucker. Motherfucker bust your hard wide open. It couldn't be no 15-second nut. It'd be some drop dead motherfuckers around here, man. Can you imagine a 20-second nut? Ooh. You be a falling out motherfucker.
That joke give me every time. See, we're gonna get to the video, y'all, but shout out to 23 people in the building. See how I gotta show up in person on camera for people to come in? See how that worked? That should be irritating me. It's like, damn, I can't never just be comfortable and we can talk and shit. Y'all want to just see what a nigga look like? And a lot of y'all doing that shit because I've been talking hella shit to y'all. Y'all want to find ways to roast me. Go ahead, girl. I'm still going to be right. No shade. But I wouldn't mind gay men and heterosexual men sitting down just talking about how sexualized we are, bitch. How we've all been conditioned. And at the end of the day, even though we gay men, we're still men. So a lot of gay men think the way that niggas do. They just do it in the faggot way. And in a lot of cases, even in the, what's up, bruh, masculine ass way too. Baby, go look at some of these old school gay porns, bitch, from the early 2000s. Those were thugs fucking each other. What? No, it wasn't none of that. It was, yeah, nigga. It was a lot of that. And guess what? We on the rise back to that. Because in the next 4 years, baby, it's going to be DL City. Fuck Gag City. Rico, don't kill me. But no shade, it will be Gag City. In the words of YB, it's going to be a lot of thruck. YB is one of the funniest niggas in the world. Thruck. Okay, bitch. And I probably say girl because of you and CTV. Those are people that inspire me to say girl all the time. And girl. And girl. Thruck. Let's get back to the thruck.
Too young to be watching stuff like that. That's a really deep tweet. He ate that. Most people make friends for aesthetics these days, and yeah, some are very mean and messy. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, not even gay people, but just anybody, like, if you go on social media or whatever, people really just be wanting to be friends with people based off aesthetics.
So I watched this creator's video commenting on how it's very weird to pick your friends based on aesthetics, and I 1000% agree. I'm personally in the camp of picking my friendships based on like-mindedness, similar interests, and the biggest one, interesting personalities. I feel like what's so pure about friendships is that there's no romantic roots to them, and if these are non-familial friends, then there's no blood ties between you and this person, meaning you're genuinely building a relationship because you like who they are as a person. And for that reason, why does what they look like actually matter? It's honestly super unfortunate to hear that some people are choosing their friendships solely based on aesthetics, because they're honestly missing out on so many genuine and amazing people in friendships solely because they have a preconceived notion on how their friend should look.
It doesn't matter how cute you are, how pretty you may be, how handsome you may be, how fat your ass is. If you're not a good person, I'm not going to be around you. A lot of people are attributing jealousy and how...
Girl, we going to be here for a little bit. No shade, bitch. The Cash App at the bottom of the screen, girl. I'm going to get something tonight because we going to dig off into it. But no shade. What he just said is true. I've had conversations with people offline who got friends who think that, ooh, girl, if I just, ooh... Girl, I'm gonna just keep doing these squats, bitch. Okay? I'm gonna keep hitting the Stairmaster, bitch. I'm gonna keep doing the squats and shit with the band and shit all across the damn gym so niggas can see my ass and everything and all this type of shit. I'm gonna do all that. Or like YB said, I'm gonna sit there with my shit on and just sit. I ain't working out. I don't even have a membership here. I'm just here to fuck in the bathroom and possibly give me a slice of pizza because, you know, no judgment zone, bitch. You know, I love fucking on those days because I don't be eating. You know what I'm saying? Using up all day hot water for fucking 4 hours. Just all types of shit going on. Actually, the agents of the gay agenda, girl. Doing all this shit. The fuck? It doesn't matter. Like, if you don't know who you are on the inside, and if you are just one of them girls that's just mean and messy, ooh, girl, I don't like her, just for no reason, and being a bitter bitch, people not gonna want to be around you, or they're only going to be around you for one reason and one reason only. The reason that unfortunately some of y'all know far too well and are far too familiar with, which is, I want to fuck you. And for you heterosexual niggas that wonder why do black women always stand with gay men, because black women and gay men be dealing with some of y'all bullshit too. And black men, heterosexual men, y'all gonna learn to heal too. Hope y'all ready to. Because when some of y'all fall out the closet, girl, we gonna be looking at you like, you said what now? What happened? What's going on? Harold said, yeah, bruh, you in that shit. Oh, you digging me out, Nick. Wow. I was saying, like, what? YB said, you got to put that throcha to good use. Spicy said, that'd be cracking me up every time. Hell yeah. When I tell you YB shit be having me screaming. I have so many little video clips. It was one when he was driving or something. He was talking about this lady that was driving so slow or something. And he had said something like, cause girl, you're slow as hell. And the way he said it, I almost died. Oh my God, that shit. If y'all subscribe to YB Entertainment, that nigga is so hilarious. Whatever he put out, I don't even know what the fuck he be talking about. With some of the reviews and shit, I just watch it because I know it's going to be entertaining and I'm going to learn something, okay? And YB, as far as how you feel about this damn system, I understand, but don't worry, it's about to fall. Baby, America is about, baby, when I tell you America is about to be on some DL chill spot shit exposed, they're not ready. But go ahead. What this thing say here about Zay? What's Zay saying?
That's why they can't make friends. And I think if you walk around with that mentality, you're for sure to automatically bring that energy to every situation. Now, I know I'm gonna kind of touch bases on a thing because, like, speaking of jealousy, we're gonna talk about Raymonte, Leek McIntyre, and DeAndre Brown. All three of them, they are a very popular trio within the gay community. They've been friends for a couple years now, and you know, they all are black. They're successful in what they do and everything like that. And the reason why I'm bringing them up is because I see a lot of jealousy within the gay community when it comes to them. Like, I cannot be the only person who see it. I never forget when they had uploaded the cover of their podcast. I don't really see enough of us, you know, out here doing our big one. So when I seen that, I was super happy for them or whatever. I congratulated them and everything like that. And something just told me to go through the quotes. I'm going through the quotes and it's like so many like negative things that gay men have to say or whatever. And it's just like, damn, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it is when it comes to them, but it's like they get so much hate from the gay community.
I feel like the people that tore me down the fastest was our community.
That's exactly who to tear you down.
Our community tore me down the fastest.
Girl, yes, they do. They do.
Tore me down the fastest. And it's like, we already don't have a huge community. And you would think that my community or our community, because you see how like the white people do it, they support each other until the wheels fall off. But then when it comes to us and the being black and part of the queer community, we're so quick to tear each other down.
And I can see if you were probably.
I'm gonna be pausing tonight. Sorry. This is gonna sound so militant of me, but I'm still gonna say it. The reason why white people support themselves in that way is because they are truly unified. They got their own shit too, because they human beings. And baby, if I sat up here and caused all type of fucking catastrophes around the world, I'm pretty sure I will be having a hard time sleeping at night, especially when it's a damn million souls crying outside my damn window, no matter where I move to. But they also have the resources. They also have the privilege. 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 They have all these things that allow them the opportunity to unite. Meanwhile, because we're black, and we still haven't got what was ours, and the fact that when we try to rise and do our own shit, they destroy that. So at this point, since some of us are exhausted, we started subscribing for real to the motto of, well, if you can't beat them, might as well join them. So at this time, you have black people and black queer people who are competing with each other, just like how black women are competing with each other to try to find a mate, and especially, unfortunately, a mate who really has no loyalty to anybody but himself. So this stuff is deep. That's why I say all this shit is intersectional. As much as you want it to be so divided, bitch, it is what it is. Yes, it's like a body. Yes, you have the vital organs, girl, but if it's not for the motherfucking blood cells and even the stuff that is on the very minute level, bitch, if one of those things is off, girl, the whole body is compromised. So this is what the fuck is happening. So will the real motherfuckers who understand please stand up? And for you other motherfuckers that's trying to get clout and trying to get and grift off of ignorance and fear, when y'all niggas have y'all day, girl, y'all gonna be the group of niggas, girl, who gonna have to really learn on y'all own since y'all want to be so divided. Now go fucking figure it out for yourself. The fuck? Spicy said when YB was cussing out those Mexican ladies at the gym, I couldn't breathe. And no shade. I'm gonna start cussing people too. Shit. Like Steve Harvey said, even though I don't really fuck with Steve Harvey, goddamn bald head, chicklet teeth, turbo 3000s, if he sneezed, he bite a hole in his chest, bite an apple through a picket fence related to a donkey horse bitch with the rubber teeth. Girl, he did say something that was true in an energetic way. I'd rather cuss your ass out and let out my shit than to sit up here and hold this shit in my body and I manifest cancer or I manifest hypertension or hell, I get to a point to where I'd end up just wanting to hurt a motherfucker. I'd rather use my words. I agree with that. And no shade in this world, some people need to be cussed the fuck out. Because when you sit here and talk to people nicely, they take that shit for granted. But when you start saying words that hits like a buzzword or a trigger word, oh, they'll listen then. They might feel some type of way, but now I got your attention. And it's a shame I got to talk to you on this level in order for you to understand. But now that we're here, bitch, now that we're here.
Problematic. I can see if you were doing some things that was actually like something to call out. You know what I'm saying?
DeAndre got backlash. It was a thing that went viral with him where he was getting his hair cut from his barber, and basically DeAndre just kind of expressed how it's kind of hard for a gay person to go to the barbershop.
I go to the barbershop for the first time. I always make sure I look a certain way, you know? That's why, like, the first time I came in, I don't even know if you remember what I had on, but the first outfit at the barbershop is so important to me, so I remember it to the T. I had on some baggy sweatpants, a baggy sweatshirt, and I had on, like, a snapback like that. So that you could think like, oh, okay, bro's cool, you know?
Oh, from me, I've experienced it all my life at barbershops. I literally had to learn how to cut my own hair just so I can avoid it. Some gay boys just was not trying to hear it. Or that.
Bitch, we paused. I told y'all we adding context and nuance just for those who can endure. If you can endure to the end, you're gonna be good these next 4 years. If you can't, you better fucking figure it out. But just like he said, of course. See, I have a certain level of privilege that other queer men unfortunately don't have in this society, because even though I was feminine when I was younger and I'm starting to embrace certain feminine aspects that I neglected when I was a child because of how the response was to that, because of that, I had to create and to this day still implement into my life for safety reasons a more militant stance on things. Because I was bullied, I had no choice but to dig into my masculine energy. And once I did that, niggas leave me alone. And now I just stay in that shit. This is just naturally who I am. But I can go to the barbershop. Hey, what's going on, bro? Even though I say girl, and I have my moments where I do feminine shit, I even ask other niggas, do it seem like I'm asking that question, like I'm gay? No, not really. I'll be like, girl, I feel like I've become gayer, if you ask me, as far as the expression of it. But going to the barbershop, of course, what's going on, bruh? And my barber knew that I was gay, even though I didn't motherfucking exhibit, quote unquote, being gay. When I went to the barbershop, I was on my phone, I was quiet. On top of that, I wanted to get in, get my hair cut, and leave. Now, if we having a deep-ass conversation about human shit, that's cool. But because this is the barbershop, whether it's at an actual physical place or online, okay, sex is going to come up because it's a men's space. And also a men's space where boys go to where they learn shit from these niggas. Let's talk about the barbershop, shall we? I used to go to this barbershop that was behind the church that I used to go to, okay? And at that time, it was a place where you had to get in where you can fit in at. Wasn't no booking shit. Even though niggas book and still be late, girl, what? And you can't take no discount off this haircut. And y'all want $50, bitch, what? You gonna have to suck my dick, bitch, or something. The fuck? But anyway, I would get there, and I remember one time, it was certain deacons from my church that was in there. And one of the barbers posed a question to the audience, to the people in there. And it was really just men in there and boys. Wasn't no women in there. Because when women come in, oh, they change the narrative up a little bit. They pretend and shit. But when ain't no women around, all right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? I remember he asked the question. If you saw your homeboy, girl, wife, whoever, out with some other nigga, would you tell him? Would you call your bro up and be like, hey, yo, bro, yeah, I saw your bitch, bro, and she doing some of that hoe shit. You know what I'm saying? She on some other type of shit, bro. I just call you and let you know. Would you, bro, come on, what you want to do? Bro, I can get you a motherfucking eighth of weed or something. That's it. I mean, I know some niggas that's DL. I don't know if you into that shit. I don't know. That can help relieve stress. Because, you know, sometimes you got to help bro out. Some of the shit y'all don't talk about, but that we know of. You know. All those men in there said, no, I would not tell my bro that. And I'm sitting in the damn chairs looking around like, what the fuck? Why not tell him? And their responses and explanation and analysis for why they chose that. When they decided to, you know, give context and nuance, said that if they were to tell their friend, it would break my homie heart. Damn, it would just break his heart. My bro would probably be sitting there depressed. He'll probably be blowing up my damn phone asking me, bro, can we hang out? No, nigga, no. You want some bitches or something? You can go do that, but I am, bro, no. All this type of stuff. And I'm sitting here like, and y'all are supposed to be the leaders? But again, black men have been told, or have been indoctrinated, shall I say, for centuries to turn your motherfucking feelings off. Even though the plantation has been hundreds of years in the past, the mentality of that, the evolution of that, the maintenance of that, that has never left. We have been surviving for so fucking long and for so much that is something our generation knows how to do. And no shade, we've mastered the survival aspect, baby. We got the gold, we got the motherfucking bronze, silver, gold, and platinum version on all generations, cross generations everywhere. Okay, Xbox, PlayStation, girl, whatever. We got it. But black men have been told that the only way that you can show your feelings is through lower vibrational ways, such as arguing and yelling and screaming and becoming physical. and even in the realm of sex, being abusive. And people who got wombs and who don't have wombs are dealing with the same shit. And we've been taught that only black men can express themselves, again, through sex. Because, again, that's all we want to do is this. All you want to do is this. This is all we want to do, nigga. Just all day, all night, girl. Just all of this, girl. Girl, and as an individual that has a dick, trust me, I understand. I understand. But we have to learn to become more conscious and more aware with our sexual energy. Because if we don't, we will hurt ourselves and hurt other people. And yes, even hurt innocent people who were really trying to love you, or really trying to get to know you, or really trying to give you a different type of vibe. And because of your fear, and not being aware of that and going off to go deal with that, but just trying to fucking walk your way through it without knowing anything, you can end up hurting somebody else. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you could be fine as fuck, ass fat, and I'm a real life top girl because I've been topped before, girl. So I've already had my trial by fire, bitch. I know what I like. I stand on that, and there's not much to stand on, girl, because I'm short, but I stand on whatever I have. Okay? Okay, girl, let me shut up, because I know how I can get.
Like they just could not understand it. And I don't know, it's just weird. Malik, I don't really see a lot of hate with him, but then Monte, y'all know he has a very big personality, very bright. I don't know. I feel like right even with all of that I just said, y'all, these boys are still successful. They're black and they're doing the damn thing, and they're gay and they're living in it, and bisexual. I'm sorry, bisexual and gay. Malik said he's bisexual, but like, y'all, these guys are really out here living in their truth, and they're doing their thing, and they're doing it together. And I feel like the last thing that they need is from people from our community hating on them. Like, it's crazy. Secret competition. Everybody want an F instead of being just friends. And people talk about you behind your back while smiling in your face. Gay friendships is a no for me. I love being around girls. Now, I kind of want to get into the reason why I feel like it's like a lot of us gay men don't have, or it's hard for us to make gay friends. Me personally, there's a lot to do with y'all wanting to, like Pootie Tang said, y'all want to F. Hot Sandra said, y'all want to F me.
After that, they want to fuck me. They want to fuck me. When they see, they want to fuck you.
Dudes want to F me. But no, it's that. So like, I feel like hypersexuality plays a major role into why it's like that. They would rather like want to have sex with their friends. You have people who are, speaking again, the whole aesthetic thing that play a part. The mean girl thing, like, I'm not understanding that. Creator Mars Powers, he did a really great video breaking down the whole mean girl thing that gay guys do or whatever. And I'll put everything down below. Y'all really need to check that video out. He did a really good job with breaking it down. But like, mean girls, like, y'all just are mean girls, cliquey, really just mean for no damn reason. Y'all know I can't do a video without finding some videos to react to, child. So I did find some videos on TikTok. People, you know, some gay people just kind of like reflecting on their experience when it comes to making friends within the gay community. So we're going to get into that right now.
Most of my friends are straight men. I don't really hang out with gay people. Don't cancel me. I feel like gay people do too much. Oh, decorum, right?
We don't stop him right there. It's giving pick me. It's giving pick me. You're in. First of all, you're in a room with nothing but straight people, I'm assuming, and you saying we do too much. I used to always wonder what the hell they mean by doing too much. Like, oh well, he's probably too feminine, or he's too loud, or he's too this, or he's too that. It's one thing to say the reason why you don't, you know, hang with gay people or whatever, but when you try to categorize everybody as gay people as doing too much, I have a problem with that because it's weird. I smell internalized homophobia. I smell that.
And I smell shit, but hey.
A lot of people feel like some gay people do too much because there is this constant want for attention of, hey guys, I'm gay. People feel that way, where a lot of flamboyance, a lot of attitude, a lot of sass, nothing wrong with it, but I just feel like time and place matters. And a lot of people don't know when to tone it down a little bit. And it's almost as if, like, you see how protective I'm being of my words?
Why do I have to be, like, this is why, as a gay person, I always tell my other gay people who watch me, go where you're celebrated. Don't be going everywhere, you know, doing stuff. But it's just like, damn, like, why do we have to limit where we go, or the, you know, the places we go to, just so we won't, you know, be looked down upon or whatever, or looked at as we doing too damn much. I don't get it, but go.
Well, I'll take a crack at it, because I was trying to let him speak, because I know I be pausing y'all. I be trying to break this shit down, but I also gotta do my due deals. I'm still learning, okay? But to his point, the reason why I feel like there is still this pushback against queer people to shut up and just tone it down and stop being extra gay, girl, is because, again, first of all, you survived and you made it. And secondly, you was able to transmute, if you are conscious enough, aware enough, which that's possible, your situation to better you. Because at the end of the day, all these people who are feminine and stuff like that, if it wasn't for the feminine energy, a lot of this shit wouldn't even motherfucking be here. Especially for you queerphobic ass niggas that throw women in trans women's faces and stuff like that. Well, for all of us, if it wasn't for females or the feminine aspect, none of us would be here. But there's still this demonization against the feminine aspect. So when you see black men being feminine, and in the black community, it don't take a lot for your ass to be feminine, nigga. Your ass saying a joke that could be misconstrued, or saying something that could be misconstrued as gay, and you don't say pause fast enough, will sit up here and put your ass in the speculation, the are you a zesty nigga ass type of seat. Okay? If your nails are clean, girl, you could be seen as gay. If you have clear skin, girl, you could be seen as gay. If you naturally have a hairline, girl, and have naturally arched eyebrows, girl, you could be seen as gay. All this shit being put on you about being gay. But y'all want gay people, the people who actually live in the motherfucking experience, to tone it down. Maybe if y'all didn't focus on the sexual aspect of it, you probably would not have to tell us to tone it down, because you wouldn't be listening so intently, girl, when you should be worried about your heterosexual life and all the pussy that you get. And again, it's so funny how a lot of you heterosexual niggas are infatuated with the gays. And I already told you niggas, girl, I don't fuck with DL trade. Hell no. Y'all niggas don't even wipe y'all ass correctly, girl. Y'all draws is being murdered and slaughtered every time you put them on, bitch. I'm a real man. I don't wipe. All right, then. Well, when your shit, when the damn alien starts growing on your shit, because didn't YB say that some of you niggas be walking around with portals and shit? Dr. Strange for to jump out the tip of your dick, girl, because this portal so damn big and the holes and shit. The Walking Dead skin on your shit, nigga. What are you talking about? What?
Gay people don't have that same protection.
Yeah.
Like, you guys could go out here and say everything about straight people and don't face any consequences. Yeah. And then, so, like, you see how I got to talk right now where I can't say nothing too crazy because I know if I offend the community, it's clipped. Those rules don't apply to gay people. Damn, like.
Yeah, you know why it don't play? Because now it's y'all turn, nigga. Again, if we got to play this game, that's how y'all learn. Because for the longest time, queer people didn't have the opportunity to be able to say and live in their way. But now that the government has gotten involved, and now it's time for people to actually subscribe to inclusivity, which means including everybody, because we all humans. And now you got to actually back up your statements and claims about why the queer community is this and that, which y'all don't ever substantiate for real, for real. Now y'all got to be the ones to shut the fuck up. Because, yeah, a lot of y'all be talking shit and y'all don't know nothing. Y'all just know scriptures. But yet forget that your ass still in the book, too. And all up and through that motherfucker, too. But see, instead of learning and actually being accountable, and we love throwing that word around, girl, these next 4 years about to see who really been accountable. And if you're smart, you'll be accountable for yourself, no matter where you're at. Because even when things fall apart, and even though it's scary, and here comes change, and oh my God, and all these thoughts come to your mind, do not forget the aspect that, guess what? This is also an opportunity for change, and change for the better as well. So we all about to learn. Because if you think that queer people are going back into the closet, you're sadly mistaken, baby. You're sadly mistaken. And some of us can't go back to the closet if we tried, because some of you motherfuckers are in there. And if y'all gonna be in there, I hope that y'all got a premium pass or something. These are the same niggas that wear fucking gay designers and got them naming them in all their damn songs and shit. And they're creative directors and all that stuff because queer people are creative. And then on top of that, I don't give a damn. And I'm gonna say this, damn it. Can't nobody please another man sexually like another man, girl. And that's on everything. In the words of Shamar ass girl, when he gave that nigga that mystery sauce, and he said, "What is this?" And he said, "Try or shade." Okay? Shamar.
Y'all getting all the privileges, all the rights, all the jobs, and we can't say nothing if we're uncomfortable, but we make you guys uncomfortable, and then we're out of here. The loud gay people are the one that gets the attention. Women can relate to that.
He is ignorant, and that is very ignorant. Let's go on to the next video. That done pissed me off.
There's something I want to talk about when it comes to these three boys. Their friendship triggers me because why have I not found my tribe? Why have I not found a group of black gay male friends that ain't got no hidden animosity? They are unapologetically themselves. They have their own style. Their content is completely different from one another, and they exist and have a successful friendship. These dirty ain't tried to f a man. They've stolen from me. They've set me up outside of a club, and I had to do a little whoopings to let them know that nobody can beat me. Or they befriended people that don't fuck with me, not defending me when I'm not around. They ain't got no female best friend trying to tell them who they should and shouldn't be friends with. They are really out here living the dream. And yes, I know there's other creators like Micah, Isaiah, Denzel, Ricky. These three specifically, I love the contrast in their friendship because they are so different. I don't want no idiot friend telling me I'm overconfident. I think I'm better than everybody else. I don't want no one threatened by how bold I am, how loud I am, and how confident I am.
That's just kind of going back to the video we just watched, y'all. The gay boy was just kind of expressing how he feel like the gays do too much. I feel like he's just not confident. He's jealous in their confidence, and it's fucked up. But I mean, hey, some people do feel that way. Even gay people feel that way about other gay people. But baby, be your damn self. I don't give a fuck if you're loud, quiet, whistle. Be your damn self at the end of the day. I don't care how anybody feel about it. If they don't like it, they can move the hell on.
We should both be badasses running this shit. I don't know if you lot can understand what I mean, but shout out to these boys because you're doing the damn thing. Because there's a bunch of gays out here that are bad mind. They're bad mind and grudgeful. Maybe my friends are not in the UK because this shit is treacherous.
I found myself having a hard time making friends in the gay community, and I started really thinking about it. I started really like digging deeper as to why. Like, it's not hard for me to make friends with straight people, but I'm just really having a hard time gravitating towards the energy that the gay community gives. This is not to say that there's anything negative within the community. It's just, it just had a pack full of negative experience since I came out when I was 22. Before 22, I have never been with any man, nor touched any man. I've only just thought of being with a man. But ever since coming out, honestly, and this is just my experience, this is no one else's, I've experienced so much more racism, fat phobia, xenophobia, so much more negative connotations about myself within the gay community than anything else that I've ever experienced in Canada moving here. I was so dumbfounded when I found out that there's such a negative view about Asians in the gay community and in the gay dating world when I first came out, and I was like, whoa. But aside from that, I actually tried making friends, I think 2 summers ago, and I tried going out there, I tried making friends, I tried like really reaching out, but I realized that I don't gravitate towards the energy, and it's just a vibe. It works for some people, it doesn't work for some, but like I started hanging out with these 2 guys, and it was rough, and I know that this doesn't like define every single gay guy, but they were so judgmental. Like I feel like we couldn't go through a single hangout or single conversation without them judging anyone or anything. Like they were making fun of me for my song choices. They were making fun of me that I like One Republic and things in the radio. Like I should like something that's underground, or I don't know, Marina and what, I don't know. That venture ended up having a falling out because one of the guy couldn't handle like not hanging out for so much that he was so mad at me because apparently I was fake and everything. And I'm like, what? It was rough. It was rough. He sent me like insane, disgusting messages on Instagram. And I'm like, where did this just come from? And I just feel like I always get that air of judgment and air of like, everything needs to be a T. I have this new straight guy at work, and he came from like a small town in Ontario, and I'm in love with him. I think I have like a man crush on him. Like, he's just that guy who comes in and just like, oh, what's up, man?
Okay, I think he's just talking about other stuff now, but I get what he's saying as well. It's just unfortunate that a lot of gay people do feel this way and they're going through this. But I'm not making this video to say like, you know, like it's hard, like I don't think we ever gonna find. No, it's very possible for us to make friends within the gay community, and I feel like it is kind of hard for some of us because people that say, oh well, it's not really hard, if it's hard, then you're the problem, because I saw a couple tweets on referring back to that tweet I showed y'all earlier. It was some other guys quoting it or whatever and basically saying like, oh well, if you don't have any gay friends, you're the problem. And y'all have to understand, when it comes to being gay, I feel like it also depends on where you live too. Like, you know, some of these guys stay in big areas, so it's kind of easier to have more access to more gay people or whatever, as opposed to a person that stay in like a more royal or like a more countryside area or whatever.
I just had to say, I'm so glad to know that I'm not the only person that was butchering words tonight, girl. Okay? I've been in this flow and trying to find this dynamic, girl. I be making up new words, girl. Okay? I be saying shit if Andrew Caldwell was telling the truth, bitch. That's what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to say that because it's called rural, ain't it? Rural? Don't ask me to say that 5 times fast because you're going to get all type of words.
It's kind of hard to find that. So that's that on that. But it don't have to be hard to make friends, y'all. You can always use social media. You can always go out. Whether
what's
it's
going
a club,
on, Deshaun?
you always
King Deshaun in the building, nigga. What's going on?
If you a good person, if you got a nice vibe, you can link. You can click with anybody. It don't matter where it's at. I don't give a damn if it's at church. You can find some cool people or whatever to mingle with, but you can't keep complaining about not having other gay friends if you're not willing to put yourself out there. Like, you're not willing to give a person a compliment or walk up to a person and be like, hey, I like this or whatever on you. I mean, I'm not, you know, anything could happen doing that, but it won't hurt if you don't try or whatever. So at least try. For the gays that's watching this video or whatever, and you feel like it's just hard for you to find a gay friend or whatever, do those things. If you in a space, if you're in a city or a state where it's not as big and you don't have a lot of access to gay people, get on social media, DM somebody, text somebody, like their pictures, let them know it ain't nothing like that. You just want to be friends or whatever. And if it's meant to be, it'll be or whatever. But yeah, that about wraps up this video, y'all. I just kind of wanted to just cover this topic because, you know, we hear it all the time, but I just never really seen it in video form. So yeah, that's that.
All right, now before we get into the next video, again, please make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the commentary so far, baby. Even with me, with my weird tongue, girl. And if I can motherfucking speak different words, girl, just imagine what other ways this tongue can work, okay? You be sitting there, oh my God, how did you do that? Girl, I was speaking some Klingon shit. What is Klingon, girl? I don't know, but you seem to enjoy it. You know, but here's the thing. For me, growing up, I received a lot of bullying from black children. Primarily from black boys. Some of those black boys even did some gay shit in front of me to make me be like, okay, I'm confused here. They knew more about sex than I do because I'm a late bloomer to a lot of shit in life, which I think was like a saving grace for me, because I felt like if I would have went down the road a lot of people went down with like a different type of mentality, I feel like I probably would have succumbed, like a lot of queer people unfortunately have, like to self-deletion. But after I survived my younger years in middle school and stuff like that, when I finally went to high school, I was nervous because I'm like, okay, girl, if this is the shit that's gonna be happening, and I watch these movies about the high school hierarchy and shit, this is gonna be another 4 years of bullshit. What's going on? And I had a choice, no shade. I could have went to a black school that, no shade, my parents went to, or my parents could do the one thing that some of you queerphobic motherfuckers are afraid to do, is actually allow your children to be in other spaces where they're going to meet other people in the motherfucking world, girl, which was to put me in a more mixed school. That was predominantly white at the time, no shade, when I went there, because they had just first started opening up, inviting other areas to come into the place. I ended up going to that school that was more diverse because, again, it wouldn't be a culture shock to me when I would go into the world. And I think on like I think it was either the first or second day, probably the second day of school, I wanted to know what the drama club department was because I love acting. That's a part of one of my passions that I love. And I remember I went there for the first time, and it was white people, it was Hispanic people, it was Muslim people, it was mixed people, but wasn't no black people there though. So I went there, I auditioned for a part, and my drama teacher, first of all, read the fuck out of me. But she saw potential in me, and I needed that. And ever since that day, I ended up participating in a lot of my drama club productions, to the point to where, no shade, I was the first African American at that school to hit lead roles. Now, the plays we did was some old ass plays, girl. They was old as fuck because ain't nobody trying to pay for no shit, girl. We trying to get money. We already the weird niggas who trying to give money and accolade to the weird niggas, unless they entertaining us. But because I was a part of that drama club, when I tell you, those was like the realest people I met. Those white people never judged me. They never sat up there and discriminated against me. I've never heard any of them say no racist ass shit. They had me look at them like, what the fuck is going on? They welcomed me in, to the point to where I would go over to their houses and shit, and I would low-key be nervous because I'm like, oh Lord, what if somebody white say some racist shit? I remember one time, no shade, that I had a white friend who uncle was racist, and he was at the house. And we had like a little conversation, and he wasn't at least racist to me in my face. But because of that experience, I was able to be around other people and also discover things for myself, so that even when I do commentary about racism, I'm not talking about all white people, because if we look at history historically and objectively, there were white people who had privilege that used their privilege and sacrificed their connection to that privilege because they saw that there were other people being oppressed. So I'm grateful for that experience, because just like how he said, now I can go into the world and possibly connect with anybody as long as the vibe door is open. Isn't that how you become more cultured? For you niggas that are queerphobic but love traveling and shit. Yeah, you go to other places because other people do other shit where you learn, but you can't do that shit back home with your motherfucking queer child or your queer nephew or your queer uncle and some of y'all queer parents. Yeah. What y'all saying? Aries said, it's hard being loyal to gay friends it's hard being loyal to gay friends because just because with you doesn't mean they're for you. Exactly. I'm trying to decipher that because the way it was typed out, no shade. I'm glad to know I'm not the only one sitting here, girl. Auto caps be working on my tongue too, girl. Say this, say this, say this. No, I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say. Yeah. It's hard being loyal to gay friends because just because they're with you doesn't mean they're for you. I guess what you're saying is that just because a lot of times we just be trying to be, how can I say this? it's hard to be loyal with people who really don't even understand loyalty in a healthy type of way. See, in this society or in the community, loyalty seems like, oh, you got to deal with my bullshit and be okay with it. When I put myself in situations where I hurt myself, i.e., I keep going back to that nigga who lied to me and hurt me and did me wrong and played in my face all the time, it gets to a point to where it's like, look, if I'm going to be loyal to you, I'm going to tell you the truth. Why do you keep going back to this person? Why do you keep fucking around with this person? And if you can't come up with an answer that's actually transformative, that gets you out of the mindset, that keeps you in this perpetual cycle, I also have a choice to be able to walk away from you too. Because a loyal friend is going to honor my emotions regardless of what they are. Even if it does come to a moment where sometimes we may have to step away from each other. Trust me, I know what that's like. And baby, I know that conversation gonna be on sledge. But sometimes it's just being hard. It's hard being loyal to people who are also superficial as well. Because some of us have depth. Some of us have substance. And I mean, no shade. That's probably the reason why a lot of the gays focus so much on the physical aesthetics. Because at least that's something that can be achieved. Whether through hard work or whether through money. Or ways that expedite the process. But when it comes down to that inner type of healing, baby, time will sit back and be like, okay, girl, I'm still gonna be here. Yeah, your ass is fat as fuck now. Yep, you getting them likes and shit. Yep, you getting the attention you want that distracts you from your insecurities. Hell yeah, I'm still gonna be here. Oh, you got that nigga that you really wanted? That fine ass nigga that everybody else want? The fine ass nigga who also in other people DMs and inboxes and shit and got their phone numbers and got all type of motherfucking ass pictures and dick pictures in his phone too? That's the one? That's your knight in shining armor, girl? Okay, that's cool. Oh, he played you? Oh, he was promising you gold and shit when you just ended up selling your soul through your booty hole? Shout out to Alexis K. Tyler, Queen Drip. Shout out to her. And you thought that because your ass was fat, or you thought that because your body was tea, that you had that in the pocket? Guess what? I'm still here. Now are you ready to have the conversation? That type of shit is going to happen. So I feel again in that way, we have to learn how to love ourselves. That's the answer I have for every damn thing. Love yourself. Love yourself, because when you love yourself, you will be able to play a part in getting yourself out of situations you don't like and actually get into situations that you prefer. And trust me, as a nigga who has been doing this type of inner work since 2020 on my own, being accountable for myself and whatever comes about, and to sit with it and to deal with it, I know. Because again, these next 4 years is going to be a testament and a test to see how much of y'all really love yourselves. Are y'all out here reciting shit? Are y'all out here play pimping? Or are y'all really sitting here at night crying, dealing with things, but still making the conscious choice to push yourself through? Because trust me, when I end up saying all these colorful ass words, I look in the mirror and say that shit to myself. I cuss myself out a lot. Because I have to get myself together, because I'm with me 24/7, 365, the same with y'all. If there is any motherfucker that y'all need to know, for real, without a shadow of a doubt, fuck people outside of you. You gotta know who you are. And to end it, y'all, even though I still struggle with social anxiety at times, I have my own insecurities about things. I stutter sometimes when I talk. I talk too fast. Sometimes I don't talk loud enough to where people gotta say, you said what? What'd you say? Because there are still some things in residue that I'm healing from in reference to my childhood that some of you motherfuckers are preparing y'all children to do to other goddamn children. But now this girl, see, I'm trying to, I really want to go down that road. But to those people, still love yourself and still put yourself out there, because you will find people. I have a small circle of people that I talk to who are on the same level as me, the same path as far as growth is concerned, just in unique ways. Surround yourself with people who care about you and affirm you. And even if some people that you love have to go away from you, if it's real love, it's going to make its way back around. Just make sure you do your part to maintain what you got going on and evolve what you got going on. That's the main thing. And then when you finally get to that point, then we can start having more beautiful, healthy relationships. Now people will be able to trust each other. Now people will be able to properly communicate how they feel without feeling like, oh my God, if I say this is going to trigger him. No, if they love you, they're going to work their way through that shit. And on top of that, everything I'm saying ain't gonna make a hill of beans and a lick of damn sense if you don't love yourself. It's like me talking in parables. And don't some of you motherfuckers read a book where your Lord and Savior spoke in parables? Yeah, you gotta get a new mind. And baby, we will help you. YB says here, oh, okay. He was just responding to, here, my bad. Deshaun said, and I think it's because gay people are isolated because there's other gays that are in the closet as well. They don't hang around with other gay people depending on where you're at. You could be the only one that's out and everyone else is in. So it's okay to move to another district or something. Or what heterosexual people can teach their children is that, hey, if you have a friend that is gay, just befriend him. As long as he's not doing anything to harm you or to harm himself or harm others, if you vibe with him, if he makes you feel good in a platonic way, if he adds to your life, be his friend. But even for straight people, if you friends with the gay nigga, you are now gay in proximity, which means we beating both of y'all asses. Let's stop acting like boys have not been taught this by some of these heterosexual men. It's just the fact that now we have the lens on y'all, just like with white supremacy, there's a critical lens on y'all now. Now y'all can't handle the heat. Y'all can't stand the rain. Well, maybe y'all motherfuckers should learn and heal from something. Okay? Deshaun says, and that's what they're doing. They're doing the exact same thing of how you was going through with your parents, Bubs. They're doing the exact same thing all over again where children have to stutter. Yeah. But that's why it's important for people who are queer, especially as adults, to stand the fuck up in your truth. And the sad part is that in these next 4 years, when that term begins, it's going to be an onslaught for us. And again, we historically have seen this. So I want y'all to understand that even though you can hide behind your Bibles and your morals or what your indoctrinated morals might tell you, God is watching everything, even the shit you don't say. And karma is coming for you niggas. It already came for some of y'all cankles.
On that.
I know we grown and all, but like I am so sick and tired of running into hypersexual people. Like if all you can talk about is something sexual or doing something sexual with me, I'm sorry, but we're not gonna work out. That is not on my mind 25/8.
And me being hypersexual, I always thought, why me? I saw sex as like just another, I saw sex as walking. You do it every day. I was there physically, but I wasn't there mentally. Like I could touch you, I could touch a person, but I wasn't feeling anything. That's when that grief had hit me. Like I got that release that I wanted for however long it was, and then boom, I'm back in the same place that I was before I even started having sex with this person.
I wonder if part of why gay culture is so heavily hookup based has something to do with the fact that most of us had our first sexual encounters be with straight men, down low men, or men who weren't like dating us, courting us, or showing romantic interest in us, but more so just sexualizing us. And so that kind of lingered on to our gay identities. And even when you start to get in male, like openly queer relationships, it's so heavily sex-based and focused on being sexualized first and then treated as a human being and courted afterwards, to where it becomes like an afterthought, and like now the norm is just being sexualized because it's something that we were used to. Does that make sense? This goes beyond just DL culture and being sexualized by these men who don't want to date you openly. There are so many gay relationships or dynamics where it's so sex-based and you're sexualized first before it's seen as something deeper. You know what I mean?
Pose.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy DyQuell Dontae, and I'm back at it again with another video. As you guys can see by the title, today we're going to be talking about sex. I know, yes. We're going to be talking about sex today, you guys. Now, before we even get into anything, I do not have pink eye. I just got the shower and soap got on my eye, so that's that. But if you are new here, hey, my name is DyQuell Dontae. I love to come on here and have different conversation with you guys. If you just happen to just scan through my content, you like what you see, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, show us some support. I'm on the way to 10K subscribers and I'm not too far from it, so I would really appreciate it if you really enjoy my content or whatever and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that. This conversation is not really going to pertain in terms of like actual sex. I kind of want to talk about hypersexuality. And the reason why I want to touch bases on it is because I'm a person who still struggles with it to this day. And I don't want to be one of those corny content creators and just get on here and try to act like I'm just above certain things I talk about. Any situation that I ever brought to light about here, just know that I've been through it myself. So I don't want y'all to feel like I'm making these videos to judge anybody. And for those who really watch my videos, you know that's not my intentions. But it's some people who think that and then they be so quick to comment without actually watching the video, so it make them look crazy. But yeah, so, and I also want this video to be more personal. I feel like the videos I make, I give my commentary, but not really too much. So I kind of want to make sure I do that this time with this video, being that I'm going through this right now. So, for those of you that don't know what hypersexuality is, according to Google, hypersexual is a term used to describe a person who has an inability to control their sexual urges, arousal, behaviors, or impulses. Now, y'all, it is raining right now, so if y'all hear that, please ignore it. But yeah, so that's what hypersexuality is. Now, child, now I'm about to get personal. Okay, so y'all, with my hypersexuality as a gay man, like my hypersexuality, it started in my teenage years, but let's kind of go all the way back a couple years, y'all. So from ages 5 to 10, I was molested 3 times by 3 different people in my family or whatever. So, being touched on at an early age, it can either make you a person where you don't want nobody touching you at all, or you become immune to sex or whatever and you want it a lot. And I fell into the category of a person who wanted sex a lot. And growing up as a kid, even at like 13, 12, like I was already exposed to like, gay corn and stuff. And I don't know, I was just kind of confused as to why I was so young and like so intrigued with sex and wanting to have it and all this stuff or whatever. And for so many years, I was just so confused as to where it was coming from. So I got older, y'all. I want to say I had just turned 18 and I had just came out the closet. Now, even though I had came out the closet, I wasn't fully like out yet, I guess, expressing my sexuality to the public. Like, people who knew was just my immediate family, but that was really it and my close friends at that time. So, now I'm older now, now I'm at a point where I'm 19 now and I'm just starting to get inside of the gay world or whatever. I didn't know anything about a top or a bottom, like, or whatever. I was just new to the scene. So when I first got into like the whole dating scene, I was getting a couple guys that was hitting me up. And at the time, I wasn't really into like sex appeal or anything like that. I was just showing my face. I would just take a lot of selfies, meet guys like that or whatever. They'll find me attractive. We'll get each other numbers, link up and stuff, and hook up and all that stuff or whatever. But it wasn't until I just started to get older and I just kind of wanted to express my sexuality more. So I was like, you know what? Let me post a picture of me half naked or whatever. So I posted a picture of me half naked, and the amount of responses I got from dudes, from different kinds of guys off that, like just based off me just showing my body off, I was just like, that's crazy. And then like, it was dudes, y'all, I thought I would never be able to pull. But like at that time, y'all gotta understand, I'm young, so I didn't have confidence like that. I was in a space where I was finding myself and I was finding my confidence or whatever. So once I saw that like it was so many dudes like reacting to how my body was, mind you, y'all, and then referring back to me not knowing a lot, I didn't even know big butts was praised in the gay community. I didn't know. Well, I mean, of course, people know that, you know, having a nice body is praised, but having a big butt, I didn't know. A lot of guys will react to how my body was, like, why you shaped like a girl? And we're going back to middle school. Let's kind of go back again. So
I didn't
I used
know.
to always get
I
bullied
didn't
in school for
know.
how my body is. I can't help how my body look. But girls used to be like, your butt bigger than mine, or they'll always make like little slick jokes, not knowing that they used to hurt my feelings. And what really hurt my feelings, I used to have girlfriends in school, and my girlfriends would say the same thing, but they'll say it in like a joking way. And it came to a point where I couldn't really wear my pants all the way up, so I had to literally like purposely sag my pants and put on a belt and like wrap my belt around my butt so my butt can appear to be, you know, flat or whatever. I used to always look up regimens online to how to get your butt flat. Like, it used to be crazy. But once I saw, like, you know, the dudes actually love that shit, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start showing my body off or whatever. And I started building my confidence. Now that I'm starting to have sex, it's like I'm starting to have a lot of it. And it's to the point where I can't get enough of it. Like, I just kept having sex. Like, if you're a new subscriber and you watch me, whatever, you just started watching me, if you go all the way down to my old content, I used to post a lot of story times. Like, that's all I would do. Like, I would mainly just, that's how I really built my platform over here, coming on here and giving my story times. And I don't want nobody feeling sorry for me. I'm well aware of, like, you know, what's going on with me or whatever. And like I said, I'm a person where I'm not saying I don't care, but I'm very free spirited. You know, now as a 25-year-old, I'm older now, and, you know, compared to how I used to be at the age of 19 to now, woof, I've came a long way. Whole sex life now is way better. It's way more healthier than what it used to be, because back then you didn't even have to really do much. If you was cute, we was gonna have sex. Like, it wasn't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Now I'm better at controlling myself or whatever, controlling my actions. Of course I'm human, so I have a lot of thoughts that come to mind or whatever, or I may slip up at times, but you know, that's that on that. I just kind of wanted to just spill that out there, just so, because I know I'm not the only person who feel that way. But yes, y'all, that's something that I'm struggling with to this day. Now, I kind of want to dip into hypersexuality within the gay community, and I was.
Now, before he do that again, I want y'all to understand that this was somebody who was learning this information, or having this information put out for them to keep them in, to make them believe that this is the way that you garner attention in reference to love and connection and whatever you want in reference to a romantic relationship. See, if y'all actually cared about queer people's existence and even honored those that came before people like him and those that are younger, to allow them to be able to create healthy narratives so that they don't just see the sexualized aspect of it. Because here it is, he's learning all this stuff at a young age, and we're in an age now where you can't hide shit from children no more. As much as you want to shelter your kids and protect your kids and have your kids believe that Santa Claus is real and all the Easter Bunny is real, they have a phone that will give them the truth that some of y'all are afraid to give them, because of the reality of what would come with that if that was the case. And the gag is, for a lot of parents, that's going to be the case. And from an energetic standpoint, y'all creating the cycle for that to always be the case. Again, perpetuating the cycle that we know all too well, unfortunately, that we've become content with. So I just wanted to point that aspect out. Since y'all worry about the kids so damn much, here goes somebody who talked about his youth and how he was introduced to the homosexual lifestyle, or gay porn and sexual abuse and all this stuff. But what would have happened if there was a healthy version of that, of like two men holding hands, or two men getting married and actually having a family? Just like how y'all prep heterosexual children for this life of, you're going to learn all this shit as a child. When you become a teenager, you're going to try to figure it out. And when you become an adult, you're going to go down this road and down this route, already predestined for you. And again, if that's going to be the case, where is it at for the queer people? Oh, in the one realm or the one arena where a lot of people go. even those who say they don't go. And also the route where they're making billions of dollars off of it, which is the route of sex, baby. As much as people hate it, let me tell you something. There are two things that people want in this life. That's money, or there are two things in life that, especially in the black church, is taboo, which is money and sex. And if we can be real, we all want some. But if we're going to do that, we can at least do that in a healthier, more organic ass way. And I mean energetically organic. For you niggas that's saying, oh, well, it can't happen with gay people, girl. God is just sitting there like, okay, you can think that, but the reality is what it's going to be. Now, let's talk about it in the gay community. Go ahead, DyQuell.
Or whatever. And a person asked, don't you feel that gay culture is hypersexualized? And I love what this person said. He said yes, but not because they are gay, but because they are men. Have you been to parties with straight guys? All they talk about is sex and women. It's like an endless hunting. Culturally, women are the ones that put a limit on that. That's why straight men don't fuck as much as they could. But imagine when it's all among men, there are little limits. Also in the straight world, there's a whole structure to encourage them to settle down, get married, and build a family. While in many parts of the world, gays still have to meet in dark lanes and basements as criminals. Not you being shady. And when there is more freedom, the LGBT movement still reinforces that lifestyle. I mean, go to a gay parade. There are easy offer of parties and orgies all around. I would have to agree on the men part. I feel like at the end of the day, it don't matter if you're gay, bi, whatever the case may be, you're a dude. So, you know, being into sex or whatever, or loving sex or wanting sex all the time, it's natural for us. I loved how he said it's not about being gay, it's about being a man, because I do agree with that. And my whole thing is, it's not.
I'm sorry, I got to pause right there, because I like all of what he's saying. It is true. But again, the society preps men for that. Girls gonna be girls because boys will be boys. They don't have a lot of responsibility except the fact of enjoy that you're a boy. And then when you get older, all you would do is get money and conquer shit and get pussy, because that is the key to the pussy. So they follow, again, this idea. So again, whether you are gay or you're straight, you're still a man. And there is a privilege that comes with that. And whether it's hetero or gay, it seems like it's always at the expense of the feminine energy. Girl.
Nothing wrong with liking sex, because I love it. You know, I'm not afraid to say that. However, it becomes a problem when you hypersexualize everything, or when you make sex is like a damn personality trait. Like, it's kind of weird. That's when it get weird. And I kind of felt like having that personality trait, it can literally fuck up your relationships with other guys that you decide to date or whatever. Like, for me, I fucked up 2 situations in my life, y'all. One, when I was early on, when I first got into like the whole gay scene, I had met this guy. He was a really cool dude. We was the same age. We both were 19. He had his shit together, and not in terms of like materialistic things, but in terms of mentally. Like, he had his mindset on what he wanted at a very early age, and he was very mature for his age. And I was at a point where I was kind of showing that too, but at the same time, I felt like, you know, I still wanted to do my own thing on my body and have a lot of sex. And we hit it off or whatever, and everything was going great, but it just didn't work out, because the most exciting thing to me at that time with that relationship was the sex part. Like, I was more excited that I had somebody I can have sex with every day or whatever, so that's what I really would want out of the situation. Like, it'll be times, y'all, where I'll get mad at him if he didn't want to have sex with me or whatever. Like, it was weird, but like, y'all, that's just me being transparent with y'all. In another situation, earlier this year, I had met a guy or whatever. He was a super cool dude, but like, both of our words didn't match our actions. Like, we were saying like we weren't trying to move into sex so quick. We both was doing it anyway. So I went ahead and just ended that, because I felt like we both were just trauma bonding each other, being that we have like similar upbringings and stuff. And I just felt like we both were just too hypersexualized with the whole situation, and I feel like it wasn't gonna last, because when you build stuff based on sex, it's never gonna last. Y'all know I can't do a video
go put some
without,
ice in your pants, Deshaun.
We got to these videos, and I have to go because I have somewhere to be. So let's react to these videos, and yeah.
Person, I want the nut, because I'm trying to run away from my trauma.
Good morning, Grandpa here. Go watch the video for full context. This is a word. This is a word. And what she is talking about is hypersexuality and why it exists, okay? Why it proliferates within certain people, and what individuals have to understand. And I think many people miss this part. That's why it's so valuable, is because there are individuals who just want to do the boot scoop boogie so they can cope with their trauma. Doing the boot scoop boogie is a temporary release from the trauma that they have. Okay, and she's speaking from the lens of a black heterosexual woman, so I definitely want to make that clarification. However, okay, this definitely proliferates within the gay black community. You know, that question of like, that is so prevalent. It's like, well, why can't we have a lasting relationship within the gay black community? Why is that an issue? And you notice a lot of, you know, gay relationship coaches don't, they don't address that. They remain very surface level. There's one down here in Atlanta. I crossed paths with him when I was, 25. He was dating a then friend of mine or what have you. I guess he is married now and stuff like that. And he turned me off because somebody had sent me a video of him coaching someone. And the first question that he asked the person, no, it wasn't the first question. Let me stop that line. It was the second question. And he was like, well, are you a top or a bottom? That's what he asked the person. I instantly got up on out of there. I didn't even listen to anything else because I'm like, you playing into the patriarchy. It's a lot of gay black men that are relationship coaches that are playing into the patriarchy, and y'all yet and still keep feeding into them. And it's so crazy because y'all, so many of y'all, not all, get some validation from that, and that's why you keep going. What's that song? You keep going around in circles, going around and around, trying to get a different result, but you're doing the same thing, which is insanity all at the same time. And all you need to do is put in more time to find more productive ways to deal with your trauma.
And that's one thing that I've been doing, y'all. Like I told y'all before, I know I said it about 5 times, but now that I'm older, and now that I'm finally at a point where I'm taking accountability for my actions and like trying to learn from them and trying to be a better person and trying to move as a wiser person. Like, you literally have to occupy yourself. Like, I occupy myself every day. I have to go to the gym. I have to, go read a book. I have to go spend time with a friend. I have to go spend time with a family member. Like, I have to do things throughout my day just so I can get sex out of my mind, because anything could trigger me. It don't take much. And I'm in therapy. Clock that T. I'm in therapy right now, y'all. And it's been the best. Well, I've only been in it for 2 weeks. It's been the best 2 weeks of my life or whatever. Like, it's been life changing. And I know I can still walk away from that therapy section and I'll be fine, because that lady had gave me so much advice and wisdom and so much grace too. But yeah.
That's the key to having, access.
Again, I appreciate his honesty for that. If only more of us could do that, and we all can learn to do that more. To his point, I understand what it means to try to get your mind off of it and being more productive, because I would rather him put his energy, the sexual energy in him, into working out, which makes, helps his body. But at the same time, it puts you in a place where, again, you're going to be tempted because there's going to be other good-looking motherfuckers there. And you know how some of the gays get down in the gym. Okay, shout out to YB Storytime. Okay, okay. It's good to read a book because, again, it helps you to evolve and upgrade the capacity to retain more information, because information is what's really going to save you. For you Christian people, it said in the Bible, right? My people perish by the lack of knowledge. So you have to become knowledgeable about things. And if you really care about yourself, also outside that book. But it's good to do all that stuff. But at the same time, we also have to get to a point, if you ask me, where we have to look ourselves in the mirror and really go through the reasons of why this thing has overtaken our mind. And I'm glad that he's going down the realm of therapy, because the therapist is going to ask you to take it all the way back, and we're going to break this stuff down to help piece it together. Now, as a therapist, I'm not in y'all events and fix your life, and even in y'all and say she can't fix your life. But I can give you the tools necessary so that you can go forth and do your own work, which is meant for you to do and for you to do only. And that's the hardest part. That's the scariest part. That's the part when you find out who you really are. And some of us are so afraid to look in the fucking mirror and find out who we are, which is why it is our job to love ourselves. Because when we neglect ourselves, of course we ain't gonna like what we see. But I like the fact that this black gay man who is younger than me is making the conscious choice to, first of all, honor himself. Which means that even though shit happened in my personal life and stuff like that, I still have the opportunity to redeem myself and get what I deserve in life. And yes, you're going to be tested. And yes, you're going to be tempted. That's how life works. But it gives you the opportunity to transcend that. And yes, it's going to be difficult at first, even when you're upgrading to the next level. When you're transitioning from the old one and the new one, there's going to be a lot of chaos and confusion and destruction going, to happen or come about. But if you can push yourself through it, and you start being aware while you're pushing yourself through it, baby, there is so much information there to where fuck this cyclic shit happening to me, bitch. I'm ready to create a new cycle that is more beneficial for me. And there are ways to do that. But are y'all willing to do that? And whatever you believe is going to be the motherfucking case. Let's get it. Let's continue. DyQuell.
To people who have who's going to be able to give you a lasting relationship within the gay black community. That's what that is. You don't hear nobody saying that, now do you? And y'all keep going to these events and trying to put these people up on a pedestal because they look good. That's what it is, because they look good. And their life look good. But you don't know what they got going on the other side. Bless it. But go check that video. That was, ooh, Lord, you got me shouting up over here. That was...
He clocked that T at the last part, because that's so true. But we're not going to get into that, because everybody is, to each his own.
Sex is on my mind more than I would like to admit to. And the thing is, I've learned to accept it and embrace it and just do what I can with it. Rather write it out, video record it, express myself with my live streams, anything to be able to just debuckle my mind from all the sexual thoughts. And, like I said, it's a chemical imbalance. You cannot control what you think. You just can control how it makes you feel and what you do with those thoughts. Okay. I used to feel ashamed as hell because I could be in the middle of a conversation with somebody and I'm thinking about sex. Like the preacher could be preaching and I'm trying to, in the most inappropriate places, in the most inappropriate times, I had sexual thoughts, but I realized there's nothing that I can do about it, because what people don't realize is that there's little things that can happen that can trigger those sexual thoughts. The littlest things can trigger sexual thoughts. Like I say, it's a chemical imbalance. I don't get turned on. I get triggered because the way I can make things so freaking, the littlest thing will make me think sexual. It's like, but there's nothing that you can do about it. All you can do is how you respond and how you react to those triggers. Just try to figure out how to respond and how to react to those triggers by not letting it control you. Okay.
I definitely agree. And y'all, this is going to be the end of this video. I really do appreciate y'all if y'all watch.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do the other part, DyQuell. Thank you. What she said, I can understand. I can definitely understand, because again, we've been hypersexualized as people. And again, as children growing up in this world, we're exposed to sex. Fuck through the sexual abuse or these other avenues that they say that this is the breeding ground for all this other type of stuff. Children are sexualized in movies. All of the childhood Disney classics are having some sort of heterosexual experience going on with it. With fucking inanimate objects, there is heterosexuality. With fucking aliens, there is heterosexuality. With fucking animals and dogs and lions and shit and cats and mouses and shit, okay, there's heterosexuality in there. It's in the television shows. It's in everything, in Lifetime movies. In all the songs, Baby Shark, Daddy Shark, Mommy Shark, all these things to have you go in a certain type of way. But then when you become an adult and you can finally do the things that you want to do, because you've been conditioned to look at this in a negative type of way, when you finally get out into the world, hell yeah, you're going to dive the fuck in because it's new experiences. But see, if the parents were to do their fucking job, which is continue to work on themselves while being parents, and also allow your children to teach your motherfucking ass, you'll be able to help your children to understand that, look, you need to build up your self-confidence. And it needs to start at fucking home first. Because guess what? Like y'all be talking about ugly ducklings, suddenly became a swan, so happy to be here. Shout out to the Princess Swan, bitch. Or the Swan Prince, or whatever the name of the movie was. It's been a long time. But when they glow up, when they looking good, when they got their shit together, when they been at the gym, now all of a sudden, you looking at them differently. And yes, society teaches us to use our bodies and our looks as a cheat code to bypass a lot of this shit in the world. If I want to get in front of the line at the club, let me just look good. And I'm right there. I need some money from some nigga. Let me go ahead and put a thirst trap up there. Cash App, and let me get cashed out. I want some attention today, and I want my channel or my page to grow on the algorithms and shit and keep it up there. Let me go ahead and show a picture of me bent over showing my ass. And yeah, you talking about sexualization, like she said, everything could be a trigger. Motherfuckers can't even eat a hot dog without there being some sort of appearance of a glizzy or a dick in their mouth. And it be coming from heterosexual niggas. Got heterosexual niggas literally eating hot dogs with forks and knives. And they don't do that for everything else. So yeah, there's a lot of hypersexuality going on. But this is the product of what happens when it happens to the children. Since y'all love and want to protect the children so much. But one thing that I do want to say is, I feel like you can change your thoughts. It's just not going to be easy. Because the reason why we end up with these situations is because we have turned these thoughts into a habit and into a pattern and have done it in an unhealthy way. Because the parents are fearful to have conversations about sex and all types of sex with their children. I'm not telling them, okay, you got to do it like this. Wait 3 minutes. Hold on. Then you got to go ahead and all that type of stuff. And we ain't talking about that. We're just talking about what's in the world and give them a basic understanding of what that is. Because if your child happens to go during that route in reference to their life experience being called in that way organically, I would rather the children know what the fuck they're getting themselves into as opposed to going in blindly and then getting fucked up. And the fact that there are so many people out here that have made so much commentary and have written books and studies and all this stuff to help these parents to understand things to make the next generation better, you still have the parents who are afraid to do that because they still hold on to some old shit that they can't fucking get rid of. And again, busting a nut is also something you can do for free. There are people out here that is willing to give up their body and shit for free. Sex is easy to get. It is, again, like it was stated earlier, easily accessible. But we're doing it in the wrong way. We're doing it to feel something or to not feel anything at all. And there are people who will be there to zap the light from you and leave you like a fucking shell and move on to the next. And even for those niggas, girl, karma is coming through. So the last video we're going to get into for tonight is a video with an individual by the name of SaySoTV. We've heard more of the feminine aspect of it, and I appreciate that because I definitely care about the feminine aspect of it, but I guess we're not going to get a masculine aspect of it. And I'm just saying it because I don't know the nigga personally. I'm just, based on the vibe I'm getting masculine. So for you individuals who feel like gay niggas are just feminine, I also want y'all to see that there are masculine gay men as well. So let's hear his interpretation, his perspective on why he believes that, again, surmising up both of DyQuell's videos, why is it that gay men can be bad friends but be good butt buddies? That's the title of the video. Shout out to him. Okay, why is it hard to keep friends but it's easy to fuck them? Why is that? Why is that?
All the way to the end. I hope it helps somebody too, because
why is that? This sounds some freestyle Unity background. Ooh, Miss Parker about to get her nigga. Can you run, Professor Ogilvy? Run. Here she comes.
All right, so what's good, y'all? We back with another one at SaySoTV. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. All of that. It's always appreciated. All right, just wanted to say that. So, today, we got a topic that went a little viral here in the gay community. And it was basically how or why it is so hard to make gay friends. So basically, somebody made a post saying, why is it so difficult to make gay friends? And this guy ended up commenting back, or he did a post back in rebuttal to that, posting a screenshot of a picture with him talking to a guy. I'm not sure if it was online, on an app or what, but basically they got to talking. He wanted to go ahead and show how you make gay friends in the community. So him and this dude was talking online on an app or something. Then they linked up, they had a good time, and so he shows this video of them kicking it. Well, a lot of people had a problem with that in the gay community. That was the reason why this kind of went a little viral. So basically, a lot of people are upset that because the guy that he is kicking it with, it fits all the stereotypes in the gay community of basically, we only choose people who are attractive or a certain aesthetic. We choose our friends off of aesthetics, attraction, all this superficial stuff, basically, right? So I want to go ahead and make a commentary on that because there is some truth in what he said. So this is what the guy said when he responded to the picture in the video. He says, no shade at all, but don't you think it's a little counterproductive to tweet about how gays making friends is hard because of fitting a certain aesthetic? And then you post a friend you have made where you and the friend are damn near carbon copies of each other aesthetically. So I didn't peep that part. I guess the guy, before he made this post, he made a post stating, maybe it was his post, stating that why is it difficult to make friends in the community if they don't fit a certain aesthetic? Well, all right, I want to go ahead and just let y'all know what the real elephant in the room is that I think a lot of people, I mean, we know it, but we don't really talk about it because it'll make us sound shallow or whatever. But newsflash, LGBT people are very shallow when it comes to this stuff. But there is a lot of people who are not. However, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what the deal is. When it comes to making friends in the gay community, it is difficult as a masculine man, as a top, as someone who is attractive. If you are aesthetically the top, if you are aesthetically the type that people usually go for, yes, it's going to be hard for you to make friends. I don't think that it's difficult for these kind of guys to make friends when it comes to flamboyant dudes, even if they muscle bound. Like, y'all got to understand, Atlanta, Houston, all these big cities, they got.
Hey, shout out to him because he gonna have some points where I can pause. Answer your phone call, nigga. Talk to him real quick. I got it. It's interesting to hear from a masculine gay man's perspective because, again, when he brings up the whole analogy of, you know, it's easier for feminine gay men to come together, I guess in certain aspects, but based on what I've heard from people that are actually also in the queer community as well, who are more feminine, there's a lot of cattiness going on. I mean, hell, you can look at these web reality shows. Look at how the cattiness is there. Who can be the most bitch? Who can read the most? Who can shut the girls up the most? Who can do all this? And again, just like DyQuell said earlier, with those individuals are usually the messy ones, the ones that run your tea, the one that, oh girl, you ain't here for me, but girl, I heard. They're the ones that do all that. So there's a cattiness there, because again, even with feminine gay men, a lot of them don't even want to be with each other sexually. They feel some type of way if they see an individual like SaySoTV or myself who, quote unquote, oh girl, he topped me down last night. But then when you go to the club and he's sitting there motherfucking getting me body and shit, now you sitting there like, oh my God, he top fished me. Like there's even some femphobia within the queer community with the feminine niggas. But it's interesting to hear his perspective in reference to the masculine aspect, because when you're masculine, you're known as trade, and that is kind of like the goal or the idea that's set up, because trade is low-key like that little bit or that little taste. It's kind of like how there are some black people that want to subscribe or be in proximity of whiteness. It's the same thing in the queer community when it comes down to trade, on having proximity to something that they themselves and society says they can't have. Because this is taboo. There's not supposed to be a connection like this, because society has created it this way to where this is our only experience. And you wonder why the sexual aspect is there and it's not even fruitful or life-giving or beautiful or anything transformative in that, because even in the sexual aspect, it is still a taboo thing for both the trade and for the feminine person. Because trade ain't supposed to be with you. I could lose my heterosexuality privileges by doing this shit with you. But then the gay person who may have not had any sort of real healthy masculine energy in his life that was also affirming non-sexually, that now maybe he can get it in the sexual aspect, but it's just being led on by this. So I just wanted to say that. Let's continue to hear his perspective further. And Deshaun, I thought I put it in the comments, but I'm gonna get to your comments in a few, because I definitely want to read yours. But let's continue.
All these big cities, they got a lot of these guys that, you know, they go to the gym all the time. They stay up in LA Fitness and all this other stuff. However, they still flamboyant and feminine. What I'm noticing is a lot of these guys that are able to make friends in the community are flamboyant, feminine dudes, okay? A lot of these guys don't have the ability to be friends with you if you are if you're their type, or if you are somebody that they want to have sexually or whatever. This is a part of that narcissism that I was talking about. People assigning you to certain roles in their life. Have you ever met somebody and y'all didn't really, okay, I'll put it this way. People will assign you roles into their life, and if you don't play that role, they will dismiss you. I have been blocked plenty of times by guys that claim that they wanted to just get to know me, be my friend first, see how it goes. But when I actually try to just be their friend and see how it goes, they don't want to talk to me no more because I'm not having sex with them. And then they'll claim, and really is that I'm not feeding their ego, I'm not making them feel good about themselves. They want to have all these niggas on their roster, all these niggas on their nuts. That makes them feel like they are something. When you turn them down, or when you're not trying to jump into bed with them, they start getting insecure and they feel like you're not validating them, and then they don't want to really talk to you like that. That's happened so many times to us type of dudes that are masculine, tops, attractive, whatever you want to call it. That happens a lot. So we have a hard time making friends. However, the flamboyant dudes, the feminine dudes, even if they muscly, even if they not that attractive, because a lot of these guys are cool with being friends with guys that they don't find attractive. That's what makes them be your friend. Basically, have y'all seen how, like, on the Pop the Balloon challenge, when it comes to the gay version, all the guys will be popping a balloon, and when they get to the guy and they ask them why they pop their balloon, they be like, well, I see that we could be friends. Basically, gay men have been wired that if you are feminine like them, you act like them, you messy, you dramatic like them and all that other stuff, they look at it like they want to be your friend. That's a friend zone. But then when you a masculine dude and you still want to just be their friend, they not interested in no friendship with us, because for one, I think that they look at it like we boring, because we not with all that twerking and all that, flamboyant, extra, dramatic, like messy. Y'all get.
Pause. Top to top moment. Top to top moment. because what you just said kind of just sound like some shit that was said earlier about being too extra, and that was from a heterosexual man saying that about gays being too extra. Here's the thing, to your point, no shade, I do think that the way that a lot of feminine gay men do view more masculine gay men as being boring, because again, it's like, if you look at the heterosexual side with women, it's like, what else are you bringing to the table except for dick? So if that's all you're bringing to the table, why should I care more about that? You get what I'm saying? Because again, hypersexuality, be it the gays being sexualized. You get what I'm saying? So I think that could also play a role in that as well, because I'm going to give y'all another story time. So I disagree with a lot of things that SaySoTV says, and we gonna clock it. We definitely gonna clock it. Melvin says, as a masculine gay man, I could attest to what SaySoTV is saying. It was this gay guy who liked me, but I didn't like him, and he just stopped talking to me. Now, no shade, to your point, because of how broken a lot of us in the queer community are, because we have not learned to heal from certain things, I think that also plays in the realm of self-confidence. And I'm going to tell y'all this story time before I tell you about the other one, if I can remember it. Because y'all, I'm all over the place because there's so much information. So we going to bring it back. But I remember there was a point in time where I was going to the gym with some of my friends from high school. And we would go at night because, again, I don't like being in crowded spaces. I'd rather just have the gym to myself to where we can just do our own thing. But at this time of night, when we went on this particular day, it was a little busy. And I was over there at the bench pressing machine with them. And we're over there in the mirror or whatever, and then I just started doing like a robot dance or something, because, you know, me and my friends, we the drama club niggas, we weird, we doing shit or whatever, we just being ourselves. And I remember this white guy walked past, had a real nice body, and we gonna be real because, again, the hypersexualization, I can admit it, girl. For a white boy, he had a nice ass booty, no shade, so I was kind of looking a little bit. But then he walked past us and said, hey guys, yeah, he started doing the robot thing or something, and I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. I'm like, okay, maybe he heard our joke or something and came in on it. So then afterwards, a few minutes later, that same white guy came over and he started arguing with my friends because he thought that I was making fun of him as he was, because I guess when he was stretching or something, he was doing a robot dance, or the way he was stretching was just like some old Vogue, old way shit or some shit. I don't know. But I didn't even see that. I'm talking to my friends. So after that little altercation happened, I walked over to the guy to talk to him and say, hey, what's going on? And he was like, you guys don't understand. Like, I've worked really hard on my body and stuff like that. And I'm like, whoa, I don't know what's going on or whatever. I'm like, sir, what's going on? Well, I feel like you were talking about me. I said, I was not talking about you. I didn't even see you. I'm talking to my friends trying to explain myself. He gets to a point to where he says, okay, well, I'm done. And I low-key nutted up at the end and said, okay, well, here's the problem then. Whatever insecurity or issue that you have, you deal with that, because I was not bothering you, okay? And then I walked away. So again, even though you have these things that is the cheat code or the mask or the way to act like I'm desirable, when you finally get to work or get the opportunity to look past the mask, people over here looking like the Phantom of the Opera and shit. They don't want to be seen. So when they find somebody that they find attractive, and that attractive person starts talking to them, and that attractive person tells them, I'm sorry, I just want to be your friend, that is a blow to their ego, to where sometimes they're not able to say, you know what, I thank you for your honesty. Yeah, it burns. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out, but I'm not meant for everybody. I'm trying to find the one I'm meant for, and this no just means I'm closer to a yes. If it was in that way, that's cool. But a lot of times, because they can't deal with their issues, they end up having to ghost people because they don't know what to do. So to your point, Melvin, if you're honest with them, they can't handle the honesty. And if they can't handle the honesty, then they have to go figure it out on their own, because those that can handle the honesty are going to be around. And if that person who walked away from you comes back in a more healthier, more aligned way, and then, I don't know, maybe something else come up, I don't know, or maybe he can say, look, okay, I'm ready to be your friend. Instead of being in a relationship with you, I'd rather be your friend, because maybe that's where we need to be. Then maybe something beautiful can happen from that aspect. So I just want to speak in reference to your comment on that. Extra Smoke said, have a good show, my friend. Thank you, Extra Smoke. What you smoking on? Gay men can't relate to other men unless they find them attractive. But only if you look at it in the realm of attractiveness. And here's the thing. Everybody's not going to be attractive. There are people who are not going to want to be with me or find me attractive because I'm short. My 10-year-old nephew, my fucking 8-year-old niece is taller than you. Okay, well, I'm going to say, you short phobic? No. But there are people in the world that I'm also going to find attractive who are also going to find me attractive. And if it's the right one, it will be more energetic as opposed to the physical. The physical part is just the icing on the cake. If a motherfucker came through on a cake and took their finger and took a big ass swipe of the icing off and put it in their fucking mouth and all that type of shit, you telling me you're not gonna still eat that cake? Shit. You still gonna eat the cake. So I think if gay men can focus on other things besides being attractive, I think that would work, because even for the individuals who focus on attractiveness, their relationships don't really, for the most part, work out because there was no real building there. It was just strictly on sex, and sex is going to get you so far, especially if it's a motherfucker who ass is fatter than yours, dick bigger than yours, hole tighter than yours, does more throcking than you do. All that type of stuff. And if it's just on sex, they're gonna move on to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And if it don't work out, maybe that's God's way of, or universe's way of saying, no, pimping, this ain't for you. So that you don't end up in situations to where it's like, damn, I should have listened. And apple fritter number 2, I was gonna give you some apple fritter, but I got something called jealous oranges. The THC is like 28 point something. Got me over here glitching by the tongue and shit. Let's continue.
Where I'm going with it, like, we're not exaggerated. You know, we're not animated. A lot of gay men are animated. So we'll come around, we'll kick it, and our version of having fun to them could be boring because they like all the extra, you know? So I think that's one factor besides all the other. Like I said, they want to have with you. They see you as somebody that they want to mess with, not somebody that they want to be friends with. They got enough friends. So that's why that they'll dismiss you, even though you're trying to be their friend. And see, that's why I wanted to address this, because that's a problem. I, myself, when I got to Atlanta, I had masculine friends, feminine friends. I still do. And they accept me for who I am, and vice versa, and we never messed around. And a lot of people would think that I was messing around with them just because they would be bottoms or whatever. A lot of the guys that I would talk to would think that I was messing with them until they was around us and they could figure out, oh, okay, y'all just really friends. But it takes for emotional maturity to get there. However, my point is, gays have been set up and wired that if you're attractive to them, they don't want to be your friend, and they will not be. Okay? And that's the problem that we need to address. Y'all need to accept guys as y'all's friends that are and have platonic relationships with people that you are attracted to. Y'all need to gain the ability to be able to look at someone like a human being, be their friend, because they can still be a good person, even if they're trade, masculine, bisexual, whatever. Y'all need to be able to do that, because what's happening is, if you're not able to accept somebody like that, that means that you're insecure, and that means that you have a control issue. That means basically if people don't fit the role that you want them to play, you feel like they have no purpose in your life, or they don't have nothing that they could give you. But I'm sorry, you're missing out on a lot of good, healthy friendships and stuff like that. All right, we got to get out of this lustful mindset. Everything we do is about lust. Lust is the first thing, and then everything else comes second. All right, so I just wanted to address that. That's the reason why it seems like it's hard to make gay friends, because the first thing that they're trying to pay attention to and rule out is if they're attracted to you and if they want to have with you. If you're an attractive, masculine dude like myself, you can hang up having a lot of gay friends. You're going to find you one or two that are like you. They're going to most likely be tops. They're going to be most likely, you know what I'm saying, your vibe, because you're not going to really be able to vibe with the other opposite, because they look at it like kind of like how straight people, women don't want to be friends with a lot of men that they're attracted to. Vice versa, men don't want to be friends with girls that they're attracted to. They trying to smash, you know what I'm saying? But if the girl's ugly, then they'll be their friend. Same here. A lot of these flamboyant dudes are okay with having, it seems like they got a lot of friends because they're okay with befriending guys who they're not attracted to, who they feel are feminine, flamboyant. They look at them like a sister, a good Judy, a good friend. So they don't have no issues there. That's why it's easy for them to have a friendship with them. So it seems like that, but I feel like basically the only people who get good friendships and that are long lasting, like those like cliquish gays, are like flamboyant dudes, feminine dudes who are not that attractive. All right. Now the reason why I say not that attractive is because even if they were attractive and flamboyant, they would still possibly have some issues. But then it'd be more like jealousy and stuff, like, you know, mean girl stuff. It won't really be the I'm trying to mess with you type of thing, but it'll still be a problem. And they look at it like if you're not attractive to them, like if you're ugly to them, and that's why it's an insult for a lot of gay boys who want to be a friend. They look at it like you not they type. That's why they want to be your friend. Because most of the time, I'm gonna tell y'all, and I kid y'all not, a lot of these guys that where y'all about to sit up here and get in my comments and disagree with me, well, let me finish real quick. The guys that are masculine that have friends, they think that they have friends, but that's just because those guys are mostly sitting around them, waiting on an opportunity for them to give them a shot, acting like they're their friend and they really not. That's where the fake friendship comes from in the gay community when it comes to attractive guys, okay? They don't be genuine. They sit around you trying to act like they're your friend, but really they just trying to wait for a moment where you to give them a chance. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't, they gonna still cut you off. Also, a lot of masculine guys like myself who do have friends that are other masculine guys, they 9 times out of 10 slept with them first, and then they figured out later on down the line that they not a match, and now they become friends. And to me, I wanted to address that because to me that's not a real friend. My real friends that are other dudes that are attractive, we never messed around. We look at each other like we got a brotherhood. Not, oh, I'm going to go ahead and try and have you because my ego needs to get a taste of you because you're an attractive dude, so we're supposed to sleep together automatically. That's how gays think. You know, 2 attractive dudes, they can't just start off being friends. They got to mess around, okay? So let's just address that. Once they mess around and then these two decide to be friends, when they go off and find somebody who they actually want to be with and take serious, well, now they don't want to tell the dude that they messed around with him, or they will tell the dude that they messed around with their friend, and then that causes issue because a lot of guys don't want you hanging out with guys that you had sex with, because to us, a lot of mature guys know that that's not a genuine friendship. Because if I seen your body parts, if I've had sex with you, I'm not going to ever consider you like you just a friend. I'm going to feel like I always have access to you. So I don't want my dude being around dudes that he just slept with. I don't care if they friends or not. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of the time that will cause issues because 9 times out of 10 masculine dudes who are attractive sleep with their friends, and that causes other issues. So either you are feminine, flamboyant, you're one just like the most, a bottom or whatever. They look at you like a good Judy, a friend, a sister, whatever, so they can be your friend, regardless if you're attractive or not. Or you a masculine dude that's attractive and you are the stereotype that they like. You may get some guys that are telling you that they like you as a friend, but really they're trying to sleep with you. And then you're also going to most likely have other guy friends that are masculine and attractive that are going to want to feel like they're entitled to have sex with you because y'all are both attractive. And in this world, attraction is your ticket to sleep with people, I guess. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're like your personality they like or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So friendships are difficult in this community because of that. You know, straight people at least get to say, you know, hey, I don't want you hanging out. As a dude, I could tell my girl, I don't want you having no guy friends. Vice versa. As a girl, she can tell the dude, I don't want you having no girlfriends, no female friends. And it could be pretty simple. The guy can have his homeboys, the girl can have her homegirls. It ain't no big deal. Well, but here, because of the fact we may not have that many straight friends, and then if we do have straight friends, they're usually females, to have male connection, you want to have gay friends, you know what I'm saying? And also people that relate to you, because females don't relate to us as much as we really need them to, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's difficult, because of lust, attraction, and all the superficial stuff first, and then everything else comes next. When real friendships are based and built off of just, we got a common ground, we like each other's energy. We make each other laugh. We have fun, and it's like we like two big ass kids together. Like that's to me what a friend is. If I feel like we got any of that drama, sexual shit, any toxic shit, any, like anything like that, I feel like that's not a friendship. I don't think friends are people, or at least me personally, all my friends, I can consider them friends because they like brothers to me. And I'd never want to sleep with my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what the reason is. Let me know what y'all think about this. Like, comment, subscribe.
Okay, shout out to SaySoTV. I'm gonna give my, spill on this, and then definitely get into y'all comments because I really appreciate y'all commenting on tonight. Shout out to y'all really rocking with me. Thank you. We've been here for almost 2.5 hours, so we're doing pretty good. How can I say this? I'll say I can understand where his perspective is coming from. I can understand where it's coming from. Now, are there some things that need to also, in my opinion, have a little bit of critique to them? Yes, because to Miss Major, okay, Miss Major said, I don't know, I disagree with him. I don't think he's as knowledgeable about films without stereotyping. I do agree with that because for me, I am an individual that has dated, have exclusively dated and been in relationships with men who are feminine. My first love, I remember when I was in high school. I like this background music. Shout out to the lo-fi music. Y'all like it? Y'all like it? I remember in after I graduated high school, or towards the end of me graduating high school, I was on Facebook, and this was the time where I was preparing to like come out and stuff, and tell my friends and tell my family, all that type of stuff. But what really inspired it is that I was on, not Facebook, I'm sorry, MySpace, excuse me. I was on MySpace, and on MySpace, I was just looking for attractive dudes. I'm like, okay, if they're attractive, I'm going to follow them and we can talk a whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I came across this one dude, and at first, he was just this, and I ain't gonna hold you, I was very vain. I was very vain and very ignorant. Oh, I want a light-skinned nigga, or I want a Hispanic nigga, or something like that. I want some exotic-looking motherfucker. And here comes this mixed-ass boy, baby, fine as hell even to this day. Ikarabo Shande, girl, okay? Had big old nigga nose. I love black men with big old Michael Jackson bell pepper ass nose. Just a big ass fucking arrow tip, Aztec, fucking African Black Panther, big old nose, girl. I like that. Can't breathe when you touch me, girl. Okay. And he had this big old thick ass neck, and I'm thinking like, okay, this is a nigga. This nigga could be DL, because again, I'm trying to explore this shit just like DyQuell. What do I do? And I remember that we started conversing and messaging each other, and then I finally got his number. And when he called me, he was so nervous. But when he answered the phone, I hear a hello. I hear such a feminine ass voice. I was like, hello, hi. Hi. And then he hung up the phone because him and his sister was laughing. I'm like, what? And then he called me back, but his voice was so feminine that when I looked at his picture and I heard the voice, I'm like, I know that show is Catfish. Am I being catfish right now? Could this possibly be the person? You know what I'm saying? But we ended up being, talking for a while, became a long distance relationship and stuff like that. So that was the first expression of like the feminine. After that, I've been manifesting individuals who have more feminine energy. And no shade, back in 2020, I was low-key talking to somebody, trying to date someone who was androgynous, who was possibly, or I say possibly they are, but in the beginning when we were talking and stuff like that, they were in the process of transitioning. It was a trans person, a trans woman going through their trans experience. Didn't know at the time. They were still in the process of that, trying to figure everything out. I've never really been attracted or have attracted masculine gay men that, even outside of the sexual aspect, well, no, that's a lie. Because I have a bro now. He another masculine they do, and we like bros. We're like bros. My bro handsome. Just because you handsome don't mean that I want to fuck you or I have to fuck you. My bro handsome. And I feel like once you really start tapping into that bro ass energy, guess what? The sexual part goes away. There was an individual that I manifested in my life when I was in college who was real cool. And he was a feminine dude, and I thought he was gay, and I thought he was fine and shit. I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on with him. I'm asking questions. Is he gay? He's just a feminine, heterosexual dude. But we met up, and we hung out and stuff, and I got to a point to where it's like, I see this nigga as a bro. Yes, my bro is handsome. My bro is handsome. Very handsome. But it's like, that's my bro. And then over time, that feeling just kind of went away to where it's like, I got to enjoy the friendship aspect of it. So, I would just say this. I think the best thing that we could possibly do, regardless if you're attractive or if you're unattractive, is to just simply focus on the friendship part. And do your part and do your work to maintain that. If you have feelings, go sit with yourself and figure out why you're attracted to this person. What is it about this person? Oh, it's a sexual thing. Okay, well, maybe you need to go ahead and bust a nut real quick and make sure it's real. If you find this person attractive, go jack the fuck off. And if the feeling is still there, then we can possibly see about something. Unless you're a nymphomaniac. And on top of that, and I'll be saying this all the time, and I'm going to get to your comments, because I see y'all commenting. Girl, I'm about to lose my thought. Damn, I should have just paid attention to what I was saying, girl, as opposed to looking at that shit and breaking me up. But basically what I'm saying is, if you focus on the friendship part first, without making that's all I was about to say. There we go. Thank you, universe. If you know you got that good il nana, if you know that your sex game's so amazing, if you understand that, baby, your shit is so good, it would have a motherfucker looking for you outside in the daytime with a flashlight. If you know your shit is so motherfucking good, girl, that you would have this nigga cutting your grass and you live in an apartment complex. If you know your shit is so damn good, girl, that the nigga that you are having sex with or the person you fucking, girl, they teeth gonna be dry as hell and you know teeth supposed to stay wet. If you know you have something that will make somebody's granddaddy just start praising God somewhere else because their grandson and the granddaughter, whoever, finally got some good-ish. If you know your shit is so damn good that would have a nigga looking at you and ready to low-key become a serial killer, bitch, if you ever leave, well, if that happened, leave him. You fucked up. You've manifested something else. But if your shit is that damn good, why will you just allow yourself to be, again, easily accessible? Because just because there's attractive niggas who use their power, trust me, attractive niggas getting their motherfucking feelings hurt too, big time. And it's probably worse for them as opposed to the quote-unquote unattractive people, because the attractive people have the clout. The attractive people have the numbers. They have the views. So when they shit becomes public, or their shit falls, or their shit fails, now we have to really deal with what's going on the inside that you are using your body to disguise or to prevent yourself from understanding the reality of what it is. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this, and I'm just being a real ass nigga. I'm a human being and I have fallen, and when I did have fallen, at least it was people that I was trying to build something with. But I have had people come into my life that I never thought would have manifested in my life. Who yes, because again, growing up in a society, being hypersexualized, we're human beings. I'm still learning healthy ways to deal with things and grow and evolve in that. But there have been individuals that have been hella attractive. And like I said, no shade, if we're going to be honest and talk about the truth here, just like a lot of straight men, I'm an ass man. I'm a top in real life. I've been topped before multiple times, more times than me being topped That's not my ministry. That is not. No, my picture not at the post office. I'm not at the parade with the shirt throwing beads and shit. That's not me. No, I know what I like and what helps me be aligned. Okay. I have had individuals who had body and booty, and I like all types of booty, okay? Who have literally opened up the door for me to just motherfucking get it. All that shit about me being short don't mean a motherfucking thing, bitch, because I'll be having niggas that are tall as fuck trying to see about me. Oh, you so cute. You so cute. And I'll be like, yeah, you ever seen the movie James and the Giant Peach? I'm James. Let me stop. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like I've had individuals throw it at me. To where if I was a simp ass nigga or a nigga who just wanted to release that stress. Because again, men been taught that you only bust a nut when you trying to get stressed out of you. Your baby mama pissing you off. That job pissing you off. And I understand as a nigga that has a dick, girl, yes. Girl, it helps relieve stress. But if you're going to do that, do it in a healthy ass way, because now you're using other human beings as a masturbatory aid. And then you're creating trauma bonds. You're creating soul ties. It's a lot of energetic shit that's happening that these people are not aware of. And there's been times where I have sat back and looked in retrospect and said, damn, Lord, I should have took that advantage. Damn, I'll be sitting here beating myself up. Damn, I should have did it. Fuck. Damn. And it was right there too. All in my face, right there. Perfect. Ooh, fuck the screen. It's right here. Smell everything. Smell good. Ain't no stank of dank. Sniff test. Okay, we good. But I didn't take it because, first of all, at the end of the day, one thing I'ma always be is a romantic ass nigga, and I don't want my first time to be on some shit like this. I want this shit planned out. I want you to understand that it took time, effort, and energy and planning for this shit to motherfucker happen, because the way that my life going anyway, I'm probably gonna have to plan a lot of shit, no shade. So I need a partner that's gonna have to understand that, you know what I'm saying? But if it's going to be special, I want it to be special and not just on a limb. Now, if we in a relationship, that's different, because now we've committed ourselves to each other. And like DyQuell said, no shade, nigga, I am 33 years old, baby. And when I compromise and when I sacrifice some of my height, girl, I've got it in other ways. I understand, because my sex drive is very high. I find ways to transmute it though. But there are times where I transmute it in that way that it needs to be transmuted. You know what I'm saying? So for my future partner, I just hope that your body is ready. Okay? That's all I'm saying. But besides that, because sex is a part of the experience for some, not all, but for those of us who enjoy sex and want to do it in a healthy way, it's a part of the experience, because if we actually have whole, conscious, aware sex, we can actually heal some shit. You can actually manifest some shit. There is so much information out here that you can learn and utilize to help enhance your life. And there are people that are doing that all the time. But that's why they want to keep everybody distracted and dumb and stupid and keep us arguing with each other, as opposed to having conversations with each other, listening to each other, not just to respond, but to also understand. It's a lot of things that we have to do. So again, I appreciate his perspective. I appreciate DyQuell's perspective. I'm going to get to y'all comments now, because I appreciate y'all rocking with me, get to some of y'all perspectives. But at the end of the day, if you ask me, it is really about self-love. It is really about self-love. That's the only thing that's going to save your ass, is self-love. All right? That's the only thing that's going to save y'all. But anyway, let me get to some of y'all comments real quick. Let's see. Deshaun, did you put some more ice in your pants? Deshaun says, I mean, it's okay to have fun, but when a person really loves you and have deep feelings for you, you got to get out of your low vibrational consciousness and find yourself a person that is really there for you. I agree with that, which is why I think for a lot of these gay men, just focus on being friends first. If you have sexual urges, beat the fuck off. There are ways to alleviate this shit. Have deeper conversations. Do shit outside. It don't have to always be come over to the house, let's go in the bedroom 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. No, nigga. Let's go to a matinee. Let's go to a park or something, nigga. Roll up. Let's go smoke weed and talk and shit. Put some lo-fi on. Let's get to know each other first to even see if you are worthy of this shit. Because again, not everybody is worthy of your energy. And that goes for attractive, unattractive, or wherever else on the fucking spectrum. If their energy is not showing up in a way that benefits you and enhances your life, I gotta go. Deshaun also says, because not everything is about sex. Usually it's about companionship between the person of the two. But it takes two to agree, and it's always hard because there's always one or the other that doesn't agree. Because they have a lot of trauma, or they're not ready yet because they're fresh to the scene. Fresh. Yo, she's fresh. To the scene of being real with another person and falling in love with another person, but they just don't know how because of society and what they saw when they were little. Then this is the way of the world. Exactly. And I'm glad you said that because I kind of want to bring it all around now. In reference to these experiences that failed friendships, failed relationships, romantically, and for some of the people that I do have conversations with off of YouTube when they do share things with their life with me, which I appreciate because all it's doing is just authenticating me and preparing me for what I'm really, one of the reasons why I'm here on this planet to do. But I would always say, whenever they would share their experiences, and even me sharing my experiences about failed friendships and failed romance as well, that I'm trying to find the right way to say this. My headphone finna die. I know, universe. I'm about to hurry up, bitch. Hold on. Shit. What I want to say is this, because I feel like it's slipping away and I really want to hold on to it. There it is. We've talked about these experiences where we've been hurt, used, and abused, and lied to, and it failed all the time. And yes, that pain hurts. But a lot of times we become accustomed to that pain. A lot of times we become familiar with that pain, and we make it part of our reality. But the gag is that when you finally manifest somebody in your life that actually is about some shit, that is actually not just speaking shit, they're actually walking the walk that supports the talk that they're giving you, and they're being consistent. Somebody that is always aware of what's going on. The person that asks you the different questions, the person that asks you or looks at you in a different way that the other niggas did not look at you in, or the other people did not look at you in. The stuff that scares you, the stuff that makes you wonder if you're ready to trust again because you're so used to being hurt all the time that I'm just gonna shut niggas off. And that's when the universe hits you with that curveball and give you what it is that you've been asking for, been praying for, all this type of shit. Are you going to be able to accept it? That's the question I would ask. If the thing that you prayed for, asked for, cried for, screamed out to the universe for, meditated for, did social media cleanse for, all this stuff to manifest this experience, if that experience was to come to you right now, would you be like, universe, finally, thank you, I'm so grateful, all these fuck niggas came around, I finally got what I wanted, oh, I'm so excited about this, I'm ready to see what this is about, and matter of fact, nigga, let's go outside real quick, because we got to squab up, because I've been waiting on your ass this whole time, and you playing whole stroll game, nigga? Yeah, we gonna have to get that out. We gonna have to be niggas and do nigga shit real quick before we get to the 11. What's going on? You get what I'm saying? Or would you be afraid that it's in your face, and now that it's real, would you accept it? And when I would ask those questions, the majority of people, and I appreciate their honesty, would say, I would be scared. I would be scared. So when that time comes around, you gotta be real about something. And when you deal with these heartbreaks and stuff, that is the opportunity for the universe to teach you how to love yourself and to better yourself and to grow from that. Because even though there's all these no's and no's and no's and no's and no's, there will eventually be that yes. And the question is, will you be ready for that yes when it comes to you? Because it's one thing to deal with the pain and heartbroken of a fuck nigga and all this other type of bullshit. But it's another type of pain when you finally manifest that one person in your life that was giving you all this motherfucking life fucking way you wanted it, girl. My fucking shit. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I get some different headphones. This headphone just died. Hold on. All right, we back, y'all. My bad. Had to change this headphone to another one. I found some spare ones. I'm like, cool. Even though they wireless, I hate them so much because these ones I really don't like. But we about to be done. Let me get to y'all comments because we about to be out of here, okay? Baby. Shout out to y'all being in the building. Y'all really showed out for this live. I appreciate y'all. Let me see. Melvin says, the guy I'm talking about, we were friends for a very long time and he confessed his love for me, but I didn't want to lead him on. He felt some type of way and just stopped talking to me. Yeah, because again, he didn't know how to deal with those emotions, and I got him to this point, and I appreciate him being appreciate him being honest and his honesty, you know what I'm saying? But his honest and honesty, girls, the same thing. Sometimes you got to double affirm it, bitch. Okay, shut the fuck up. All right? But he got to deal with that. That's on him. He got to deal with his own emotions, and sometimes people have to walk away to deal with their own stuff, and that's how it's going to happen. But I mean, if it's really friendship there and he really cares about you as a person, he'll be able to work through that and then eventually come back around if the door is open. Because if you don't want the door to be open, that's okay too. It's how you feel. Harold said, I was just about to say, the uglies are getting bent over too. Don't sleep. Hell yeah, men will fuck anything. Didn't T.S. Madison tell you motherfuckers that? That some of these men, girl, will fuck dogs and shit. And fuck rocks, fuck bedposts, fuck donuts, and damn bagels and shit. One person told me they fucked a jar of what is that shit? Marshmallow fluff. I said, oh wow, we're getting very creative here. So yes, men will stick their shit in anything, and for a lot of these niggas, a hole is a hole. Okay. Melvin also says, also, women found me attractive too, but I didn't befriend them because I don't want friends who find me attractive. That's why I only have lesbians and some straight male friends. And that's understandable. Like, everybody has a right to be able to find the friends that resonate with them. You know, hopefully if you do find a friend that finds you attractive, they can work through that attractive aspect and not try to push themselves on you or find a way to be honest with you, but say, you know what, I really care about this friendship and I'm going to work through that and really do it, then that's cool. But to protect your peace and your sanity, be friends with those who are going to make a safe space for you. So if that's your safe space, you know, I'm cool with that. No shade. Extra Smoke said, coming through to show some respect while enjoying a pipe on the patio. Record high today. Hey, come on, record high. You talking about the weather or something? Because we down here in the cold. We're up here in the cold now. And shout out to Extra Smoke Dragon. One day, I'm going to be growing my own stuff. I can't wait. I ain't got the resources for it yet, but it will manifest, baby. I low-key want to manifest some marijuana sponsorships, baby. Because let me tell you something. Ha! Mother Marijuana has my heart till I die. Oh, well, it's a crutch. You can call it what you want, but I know what it is for me. So I don't really care what you say because I'm living the reality, okay? But I'm going to manifest that shit. Because Extra Smoke Dragon stay with the stuff. He be naming shit. I'd be like, do they have it at my dispensary? Aries said, I would say that in my case, queer people befriend each other when they are attractive to each other. Most pretty boys do, and I can use me as an example. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, exactly. But that's why I tell people all the time, like, if you really care about people, actually care about them as the person, not because of what your dick says or what this hypersexuality has indoctrinated us to believe. Like, no. Twan says, I think this is more complex. A lot of gay men are extremely lonely. Ooh, especially feminine men who are rejected. I totally understand not wanting to be around someone you desire who's off limits. I think it's more of an emotional response for some individuals. Interesting, because we have also done commentary about the lonely epidemic that's going on in the queer community, even amongst the attractive people who, you know, society says that if you're attractive, you get everything you want. And it's like, yeah, you get everything you want except what you really want, which is why you spent all this time to become generally attractive. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're absolutely right. It's very complex. But I think if we were to look at it through the lens of love, it would at least give us a starting point that actually will help to like uncover a lot of that trauma and stuff. Because I feel like all this stuff a lot of times really is traumatic. It really is from a form of trauma in reference to the energy aspect of it. That's why I advocate so much for queerness, especially queer youth, because queer youth needs to see what healthy queer people look like. Because if they don't, they will either, if they survive the onslaught, if they don't take their lives, if they don't go down this rabbit hole of death and destruction, that eventually you will spend a big part of your life unlearning and healing from a lot of aspects you dealt with as a child. Like, this shit is really fucking deep. And it will continue to get deeper if we continue to sit up here and allow people to play in our faces, instead of walking in the actual truth of what it objectively is. Well, I don't agree. Well, you ain't got to agree, pimping, but this is the reality of life. And I'd rather you prepare your child for that as opposed to what you think the case may be. Because again, a lot of times when y'all talk, what y'all think really ain't shit. Educate your damn self. But yeah, Twan, we definitely got to delve more into the whole lonely aspect. Because again, you got to love yourself. That's how I look at it. I feel like that can be one of the ways into the promised land of great manifestations. Nice conversation. Not your headphones down, Bubs. You got to get me on the ball, my boy. What? You got to get on the ball, my boy. Not your headphones down. Better get your head in the game. Look here, Corbin Blueless. All right. Okay. See, I had another one on standby. That was the universe telling me to wrap this shit up. It's almost at 3 hours, and I'm glad because I don't want that shit to be very, very long. Deshaun also says, see you guys. See what I'm talking about? This is the reason why. Major said, girl, marshmallow fluff anyways. Hell yeah. Deshaun said, marshmallow fluff get the hell out of here. Marshmallow fluff. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Not they really have an issue. No, they just very kinky on some kinky shit. No shade. But anyway, I appreciate y'all for coming through for this live. Y'all really showed up and showed out. So I guess I got to be more visual now for y'all to come out. Because when I be talking and you know, trying to be on my relaxed tip and do my thing, girl, y'all want to come in or I'll catch the replay. But y'all want to see a nigga. I guess it's okay. Whether it's to talk about my appearance or drag me or whatever, I don't give a damn. But I'm here. You know, I'm going to be more visual going into 2025 anyway, okay? No shade. But first of all, if you can, please make sure you hit that like button because it helps this channel to grow in the algorithms. We are at 800 and we're fluctuating between 824 and 826, but we are slowly but surely on the road to 1K and more. If you like the vibe over here on BubzDaGawd, please make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can stay up. Why am I talking like that? You, Soldier Boy, you can stay up to date with all of my lives and edited content, especially more of it coming again in 2025. If there's anything I've said in this live that you liked and you want to share in different spaces or even give your own commentary on, I'll give you permission to use my commentary to put in different spaces, but just make sure you tag me in it, BubzDaGawd, so that I know that it's real. And if you feel compelled and you have a little extra there and you don't mind blessing the leprechaun on this holiday season, girl, you can definitely hit my Cash App at the bottom of the screen, $, BubzDaGawd. Okay, $, whatever the sign, BubzDaGawd. the God. We take everything that jingles and folds. Shout out to Deshaun, King Deshaun in the building. Shout out to Major, darling. Shout out to you. Shout out to Twan. Shout out to Extra Smoke Dragon. Shout out to Aries. Shout out to King Harold. Shout out to Melvin coming through with the comments. Really appreciate your honesty. Let's see. Shout out to King Aries. Shout out to YB coming into the building. Shout out to King Boy Crazy. Shout out to Queen Spicy that came through. Who else we got? Shout out to all of y'all. Chief Soul Survivor, shout out to you. Okay, I'm just going through the comments, y'all, on my second phone. Steven, shout out to you, Steven. Shout out to everybody who came through in the live today. Y'all really showed out. Queen Stevie, shout out to you. And last but definitely not least, King Rico, shout out to y'all for coming through. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I hope that y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Hope that you guys have a great Christmas. I don't know if I'll be back before Christmas. We'll see, because there's some things I'm working on in the background that I'm really trying to, get together and stuff. So again, shout out to y'all. I really appreciate y'all for showing up and showing out. And until next time, everybody. They be fucking watermelons too. Like what? What? Well, Beyonce did talk about I be drinking watermelon. So hell, they was on it before she was. Damn. Anyway, y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all time. And until next time, everybody, peace. I'm out.
I can be anything I choose in this round. We are a sound vibration too deep to tell.